All right. I have a question. What about like when boats go over the horizon and like their bottoms disappear first?
You know if that's curvature or not? That's a question to you.
Yeah. No, I know that's true. I've stood at the pier by
Okay.
my house and watched
How did
boats
you?
disappear.
And the next question: how did you determine that was curvature?
Well, how far away was
Um,
it too? Where you stood on the pier? How far away
I
was
stood at
it
the end of the
each time?
pier.
The boats always go over at the same place, right?
Say again?
The boats always go over the curve at the same spot when you're on the pier, right?
Yeah.
How far away is that spot from where you're
I don't know.
standing?
I don't know how many miles. It's
Oh, so you can't even argue the point. You don't know what you're
I
talking
could
about yet.
I mean it. I'd have to search up how far the human eye can
No,
I
no,
see
no.
believe
in
you.
like
I
The,
thought
the
you
2020
point,
or
said
like
the point was,
yes.
the point was, how did you determine that it was going over the curve? And so Radwin's question was
because
of distance. So the distance, if you understood what distance it was disappearing at, it would have been consistent with the geometric shape of the Earth being
You
the
said it
radius
happens at the
value.
same spot every time,
If
and
you
I
had to
want to
guess,
know
it
what.
would probably be
And so
80, 90,
you
100
should
miles
have,
out.
been all those times that you've gone there, the hundreds and thousands of times that you've gone and done this. You should have marked where they go over on a map, and then bring that in as proof.
All
well,
right.
I only joined because I was trying to give a good debate on um why they disappear and stuff.
Well, they
Okay.
don't.
Yeah. So that's the
That
thing, though.
first of all, your main problem is they don't. They do. They appear to do that sometimes usually
Yeah.
because of inferior mirages and shit. But it's not a consistent observation. That's why when Professor Triangle asked you, does it happen at the same time? We know that it does, or at the same place. We already know that that does not happen. Period.
happen.
And
couldn't
the fact that we know that it doesn't happen, and you're trying to figure out if it does or does not, and that's the most important part you should think about, because you were confident enough to say that the ship's going over the curve, but now upon this revelation, you can't tell us how
So
any
do you
data
think
that you can.
so you think
Bro,
like
this
the
is important.
sun and like the moon and
Ryder,
stuff
Ryder,
rotates
hold
around
on,
the
hold on, hold
Why
on.
don't
I know you
sun
want
and
to
moon,
hold
but
on, brother. You want to move on to the next point. You understand that this point, you said that you were confident enough to tell us that you know the ship is going over the horizon, as in the curve of
Yes,
the
'cause I
Earth.
see it with my eyes.
I know, but you weren't able to determine how it actually is the curve.
Well, 'cause I don't know the specifics of it.
Okay, so then that means you don't know if it's going over the curve. That's the most important part about this.
what you've done is you've made an observation. Let's assume you actually made it, but I doubt it. I think you're full of shit. Okay, but that being
Okay.
that, yeah, you are. Okay. When
Okay.
you said you
Whatever you
saw it
think.
at the same place every time, I knew you're lying. Okay, I believed you right up until that point. So
Why?
anyway, the point is that you make an observation, the ship disappears bottom up, and you say to yourself, that can only happen on a curved surface. So it must be happening on a curved surface. You're wrong. That's the
Why do you
thing.
think it
Your
happens though?
evaluation is wrong because we can demonstrate it happening on flat surfaces. The exact same visual observation where it appears to disappear bottom up and sink into the horizon as if it's going over a curve. But we know the surface is flat that we're doing these experiments on.
So what do you think where do you think it goes?
What do you mean,
What?
where do I think it goes? Away
What
Yeah,
does
from
that matter? I thought you were supposed to prove the fact that it's going over the curve. That's determining whether or not you know that it's a globe. This is
okay,
you're
well
asking him
next time
questions,
hold
brother.
on. Let me can I share my screen if I like pull up a video or no?
I mean, you can just put the video link. I mean, what are you going to show? Like,
Well, I'm
the
gonna pull
most.
up a video on YouTube of a boat and show you that it
No,
happens.
no, no, no,
We have
no.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
pictures
post
The
of
whole
and then
point.
I'm
boats
gonna post
when it
take the
doesn't
photograph.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
then we're
we
gonna
have
post
pictures of
videos of
boats
it
when
not
it
happening.
doesn't happen. So now what do? Two of us have it not happening. You are only one person that has it
How's it
happening. We're the
is that
majority,
happening?
so it
That
doesn't
picture
actually
doesn't make any
happen.
sense.
All right.
Yeah.
You're still going to fall in the same category of you not being able to present if it's going over curve or not. Even if you present the video, it doesn't matter. We're going to ask you specifics. What is the distance away from the observer to the ship? You're going to have to know some things about it, right? You can't just put a video in there and say Bob's your uncle. We're going to ask you questions about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I understand.
Okay.
I understand what you're trying to
All right.
say.
So we're going to want to know if what you're presenting is going to be evidence of the Earth being a globe. Like, how can you determine that? So if you can't determine that, then why are you going to present it? If you can, then go ahead. But if you can't, then don't. We want
Okay.
the affirmation that you can tell us that you know the Earth is a globe.
All right. So next
That's
time
all.
you want me to build up the background info before I go and tell you, is what
Well,
you're
that
saying.
would help. That would help because if you're gonna tell us about how you know that the claim that you're presenting of something that is what you think is true, we're gonna ask you relevant information about it, and you should
Okay.
be able to tell us. Otherwise,
All
it's
right.
just
Well, I
you
know it's true because I see
hoping.
it in my brain, or
Like
in my
observer
eyes.
height, like observer height, distance to the horizon. If you can get that distance to the object, that type shit.
Yeah, all that's important.
So real quick, I'll just say something here. I did some research while you guys were talking, and
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sure ChatGPT is not research, dude.
no, buddy, I didn't chat GPT. Don't worry about that, okay?
Indio stupid.
But it's
I'm just gonna
you
delete
stop
stuff
seeing the
if you
boat,
post ChatGPT. I'm just gonna delete your stuff, dude.
buddy. I didn't post any chat GPT. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Said if.
What are you talking about?
Finish
dude?
your statement,
say
dude.
it,
dude.
Just finish your
If
statement.
I'm saying,
Finish your
if
statement.
you're
You got
standing
it.
on
Concentrate.
shore, if you're standing on shore, you will watch a boat disappear bottom up from 3 to 3.5 miles.
Oh, you
Okay.
looked it up.
Yeah, you looked it
What's
up,
the
and
fucking
guess
big
what?
deal, buddy? What's the
But
big
I
deal?
look, bro. I
That's
live
a
by the
fact.
ocean. I've never seen that. Why not?
All right.
I feel like that's
So-
not true because there's a.
I got
can
a
see an
photograph.
island
I'll
that's
post in
30
a chat
miles
of a
away
ship
from my
30.
house.
I'll post a chat of a ship 30 miles away on the horizon, 30-mile
Yeah,
away horizon from 15 feet above sea level. Have
Yeah,
a
I
look
can
at the
see. I
live
can see
chat,
an
bro.
island 30 miles away from my house.
Welcome to flat Earth.
No, that's.
Well, 'cause
But
you
when it
shouldn't.
goes beyond that, that's when it starts to disappear.
You shouldn't
So
be
I'm saying
seeing
30
any
miles.
island from 30
He
miles
lives-
away.
He lives on a 1.5 million radius mile Earth.
You know what the drop is in 30 miles? How much?
No,
how much?
I don't
How
know
much
what you're
does that?
saying.
How much of an object would be hidden at 30 miles away?
It depends how big it is. It's a big island, so I can see it from
like
far away.
how? But we can make a prediction on how much should be missing. How much would be missing at 30 miles? Just take a guess.
Like, you want a percentage or what?
No, like say we have a 1,000-foot building. How much of that building's missing at 30 miles away? How much of the building can we still see is sticking up from behind the curve of the Earth?
I'll probably see maybe 70% of it. Like,
What-
I won't see the bottom.
What
I'll
does
see the
that mean?
top
We don't
half.
want a percentage. We want
I'll see.
feet, dude.
Okay, I'll see probably 500 feet of it.
Okay, well that's pretty close. You would see it's 470. Yeah, about 500 feet.
And would you see the top half or no?
Yeah, you'd see the top half, right?
Because the bottom half disappeared because it started curving.
No, it's not because of curve. It's because you don't
Oh.
understand how light works. That's what it's because of. Because we can replicate this same observation where something being cut in half on a known flat surface. It's a surface we know is flat. We don't have to speculate. We can take the little object, like a little boat, and sail it away, a little RC boat, right, on a small, shorter distance, and watch the boat disappear, quote unquote, over the horizon. Well, there should be no Earth curve there because the distance is too short. That we can replicate this time and time again. You can replicate it too. So you're drawing a conclusion based upon a faulty premise that if your premise is this can only happen on a globe Earth, this can't happen on a flat Earth, so it must be a globe. That premise is wrong.
Okay, I have a question. How do you see the Earth, like, when you look at it
So,
from space?
hold
Is it
on.
just a disc? If it's all
Look at
flat?
it from where?
Outer space. If you're
No, we
looking at
don't
it
think
from-
Earth is a disk. There is no outer space. That's all Fantasyland shit.
You don't.
Oh my god.
I love
Oh my
it.
God.
I love it. I love
oh
how
my
you
God, I
just
said
did that.
heresy. I said heretic. He said there's no outer space.
I
I'm going to
love how
space.
you
I'm
did
going to
that.
Mars,
No,
damn
you're
it.
fucking stupid. There's no space either.
Okay, so
Look.
where does the sun go? What about the moon?
What do you mean, where does it go? When you don't see it
Jumping
anymore?
around. Where does the listen, dude? This is what you sound like. Where'd the sun go? What about the moon? How come the stars are up in the sky? What about clouds? Why do they roll around? What's going on? My life it's just so confusing now.
No, I'm saying, like, the sun comes up and it goes around, and then the moon comes up and it goes around. Like,
They
where
take
does it
arcs,
go?
dude. It doesn't go around.
Okay, where does it
And
go?
you just
So
kind
when
of
I look
debunked
at-
yourself
when it
because we
goes
see the
off-
sun move and the moon move, but you think you're spinning.
I'm saying, where is
You
it?
think
Is it
you're
in
moving.
outer space? Where's the sun?
It moves away from where you are.
In the sky.
And then where
It's
does
in the
it go?
sky. It moves away from where you are to be over some other place.
So the world just never ends?
What do you mean world just never ends?
Because obviously it keeps on. If you're saying it keeps on going, so where does it keep on going to?
Well, if I'm in North America, it'll go to Asia.
Really? Flat Earth in 2025, guys?
Look, does sun take a circular path over the Earth?
Oh, I'm not trying to like chow.
No.
Wait.
I want
No,
him to
hold
answer-
on.
I want him to answer my question. Does
I am
sun
here to
take a-
destroy you, flat earthers.
Okay, you're here to get muted, apparently.
Oh my god, these guys are baby.
Preston, you're gonna be muted next. We're sick of your frickin' peanut gallery comments. And fix
Shut
your
up,
mic. Nobody can hear you.
Shut up, how about you're Indian?
Okay, so you want to be banned. You're a fantastic writer.
So, oh, go ahead.
Things like circumnavigation, right? Is that a circle?
Can you explain that? And I'm not that smart, but can you continue?
Circumnavigation's like circling around the Earth.
Okay.
Circumnavigation was like sailing around the Earth that proved it's a globe, right?
Okay.
Okay. Circumnavigation just means navigating in a circle. Can you navigate in a circle on a flat Earth, on a flat surface?
I don't think so.
Can you
Unless
draw a
you like
circle on a flat surface?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So circumnavigation is just the name of going in a circle around a central point. And the central point we've chosen, at least in the north, is Polaris. So as long as you keep Polaris on your left, you'll go in a circle. The same way as if you like tied a rope around a pole and stretched it out and walked. You think you're walking straight, but you're just walking in a circle.
Okay.
It's really
so
simple. And this is, hold on.
Okay.
This is what the sun is doing. Okay? It's just going in a circle. When it gets too far away from you, it gets dark where you are. Now,
Okay,
this isn't a great analogy, but think of it like you have a big, giant fucking warehouse and one
No,
light bulb.
I understand.
Think about you have one light
my-
warehouse and a giant warehouse and a
Sun
light
is
bulb.
not a light bulb.
That light, shut up, Twanger. I'm gonna ban you if you don't shut up. Mute up.
Look at. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find it. You're saying it goes like this. Look at the chat. I just sent a GIF so you can see if it loads. But
Look, you can't. First of all, you can't represent the relationship. No, I don't. Okay, that's a representation. That's not what it does. You're not gonna be able to find out when it's fucking noon with that. Okay, it's a representation. Just like if I said represent day and night on a globe, you'd show a fucking giant fucking sun or a giant Earth and a little sun, right? You would never be to scale. It would never freaking show the tilt. It would never show anything like that, right? It would just be a representation that just represents the idea. So yes, that represents the general idea, but that isn't like where the sun is. That can't be represented on a 2D map by anybody, even in the globe model. Can't be
back to
represented with a globe at all because the sun would be so far away, you would need a screen that's 40,000 pixels and the Earth would be one fucking pixel. How are you going to represent day and night with that? Good luck. Anyway, the point is that the sun and the moon, just like a light bulb one single light bulb can't light up an entire warehouse, the sun can't light up the entire Earth because the air absorbs light. Okay? This is well known. It's called optical extinction. There's a limit to how far light can travel through fucking air. And this is proven very simply. Look at the sun at noon, and you'll be blinded. Look at the sun. Hold on. And then you can look at the sun when it's on the horizon, directly at the sun. It's 23,000 times less bright than at noon. Have you ever thought of why that is?
Because it goes around the Earth.
Why is the sun 23,000 times less bright at the horizon than at noon?
Because it's brighter above somewhere else. No?
Okay. Think about it. You're looking straight up at the sun. You went blind. And now, but before you went blind, the day before, you looked at the sun on the horizon and did not go blind. Why didn't you go blind the day before?
Is it not the same thing every day? I'm confused.
Because you're looking through more air.
You're looking through more air. That's the answer. Okay. When the sun gets further away from where you are, the light has to go through more air. The more air it has to go through, the darker it gets. That's why we have twilight, right? We have civil twilight, nautical twilight. Just listen for a second. Well, hold on. Just let me finish this, and you can talk all you want. So this is what, and you got off the boats thing, which I didn't forget about.
I was trying to go back to it.
So we have twilight. We have 3 stages of twilight because the light fades away. There isn't a freaking Terminator line that the Earth spins and boom, it goes from day to fucking night. Right? The Earth was a globe, right? Would light up 50% of the globe. You'd spin right out of freaking daytime into nighttime. It should be nearly instantaneous. But anyway, back to ships over the horizon. I myself have filmed the boat going from 6 miles out to 30 miles. Never disappearing, never going over the horizon, never doing anything like that. I know where the boat is because I was tracking it with marinetraffic.com, which uses marine radar to tell you where boats are out at sea.
Okay, let me say something. The horizon thing. So what do you think, the horizon is just where we can't see anymore, or what is the horizon to you?
It's where the it's not what it is to me. It's what it's defined as.
Okay, what
Where the
what
where
is
the
it
Earth
to you?
appears to meet the
Define it.
sky, the dividing line.
I'm brick right now.
Everything
What?
converges into the horizon, into the
Okay,
vanishing
and
point.
then with the point on where does the Earth end? Does it have an ending, or does it just keep on
No.
going?
No, that's
It goes around.
No.
So where
Nobody
does
here
the
thinks
Earth
the
end to
Earth
you?
has an end. We don't think the Earth is a disk in space. Outer space vacuum is impossible. Do you realize that?
I don't really know what that means.
Well, it's outer. You got the Earth, right? According to them, there's freaking atmosphere that you're breathing right now, right? It has 15 pounds of pressure per square, and it's assuming you're at sea level, right? You're breathing pressurized gas. Till your lungs are inflating. The pressurized gas, you create a vacuum in your lungs that sucks the gas in. Why isn't the gas on Earth fucking off into the vacuum of space?
Because the atmosphere, or no?
How can the atmosphere contain the atmosphere?
I'm not that specific. I don't know the specifics on it.
Well, this is the problem. This is why space can't exist, because it violates the second law of thermodynamics, which a high pressure system goes to a low pressure system, regardless of anything else. There's no way to stop it. So what happens every freaking time? Second law of thermodynamics has no known violations. So when you ask us, does the Earth have an edge? It's assuming that the Earth is inside some gigantic freaking void.
What do you mean?
Dude, stop going into panic mode and asking about fucking photosynthesis.
I didn't ask about
Photosynthesis.
No,
I didn't even hear that. You said photosynthesis?
Well, because I searched up on ChatGPT this. I just searched up how can the atmosphere contain oxygen, and it says it contains oxygen primarily because of photosynthesis.
So it starts at the ground then. Okay,
the atmosphere is the oxygen, dude. What are you talking about?
That's hilarious. It contains oxygen. It produces oxygen, so that's why it's contained in the atmosphere through photos. Oh my god, bro. That's what
atmosphere is supposed to be
ChatGPT
a
gave you?
mixture of gases
I didn't
that are on the surface of the Earth, including the oxygen. How the oxygen is created is fucking irrelevant. Okay, the oxygen is a constituent part of the whole atmosphere thing. But there's no boundary between that pressurized gas that's at temperature, right? That's thermodynamically active, with the vacuum, which is not. So gases try to reach thermodynamic equilibrium with their environment. So the gas, trying to reach thermodynamic equilibrium, would try to pressurize the vacuum of space. But that's impossible, because you're breathing right now. So that can't be happening. You'd be dead. So you have a choice here. You have the second law of thermodynamics, which Einstein said was one of the legs of the 3 legs of the stool of physics, right? It's a pillar of physics with no known violations. Arthur Eddington, who supposedly confirmed Einstein's theory, said that if your theory goes against the second law of thermodynamics, you're doomed to the greatest humiliation. So their theory is that there's some sort of second law violation going on, such that there's a vacuum of outer space that you can go and hang out in, right? With space rocks and space gases. That there's gas balls in outer space forming spheres. This is their story. Or you can believe the second law of thermodynamics, which we can test in the lab over and over and over again. Or you can believe their fantasies. We don't think the Earth has an edge.
So you don't
the horizon would not be the edge of the Earth. The horizon. Okay, think about it like this. You let's get back to the central questions. You want to know why the horizon is created, why you even see a horizon.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Do you think there'd be no horizon on a flat Earth?
No,
or that the
I
horizon
don't
would
think
be
that.
the edge of the Earth?
I think the horizon would be the edge of the Earth on a flat Earth.
Okay. Now, let's investigate that for a second. Now, say you're standing in the beach and the ocean stretched all the way to the edge of the Earth. You got a clear view. So let's say it's 16,000 miles away. So we're gonna pour some dye in the water 50 miles away. Would you be able to see the surface of the water 50 miles away? Even with a camera, telescope, use whatever you want. The surface of the water.
Yeah. Say again.
Yeah, would you be able to see the surface of the water 50 miles away? This red-dyed water.
Actually, yeah, probably
Think of
not.
the angle. That's the hint. Think of the angle that you'd be viewing the surface at.
You probably
be very
you wouldn't
shallow
be able
angle,
to.
right? Your line of sight would be nearly parallel to the surface. How would you ever see it?
I don't think you would.
Yeah, that's right. That's way before the edge of the Earth, right? That's only 50 miles away. The horizon is created by the shallow angle that you're looking at the surface. And coincidentally, and this is an odd coincidence, is that where they say the globe horizon is, if you do the calculation, 1.22 miles times the square root of the observer's height in feet, for a 6-foot observer, that puts the horizon at 3.24 miles away. Okay? If we calculate it based upon the angular resolution of the human eye, the minimum angle that you can see where the horizon should be, it's 3.25 miles away. It's fucking nearly the identical place. Ain't that a weird coincidence? When I say angular resolution, right, if you have 2 points of light, so we see in angles, we don't see like in millimeters or feet, right? That would be crazy. It would make construction super easy because we wouldn't need tape measures. But we need tape measures because we only see in angles. So when I say angular resolution, you have a separation angle, what you can make out. So if I took 2 light bulbs, think about it like this. If you have a car's got 2 headlights, right? But if the car's far enough away, those 2 headlights look like 1 headlight. Angle resolution is the angle between the 2 lights where you can differentiate those 2 headlights being separate lights. Okay? This is the same way when you're looking at a very shallow angle. The angle between where the water is and the end of the Earth, say, is so small there's no way you could resolve it. It would just appear as a line in your vision. Right? This is what creates the horizon, the shallow angle that you're looking at the surface. Because you're looking at a planar surface. Right? And like you do this every day. So you should know this intuitively. When you go look at a screen, you don't look at it from the side, do you?
No.
You put your face at 90 degrees right from it, right? Because that's how you can see the whole thing. But if you rotated it and looked at it from the side, there would be some angle where you couldn't see the screen at all because you'd be looking parallel to the screen surface. When you're a little teeny dude on the surface of fucking the ocean, you're looking at a very shallow angle across the surface. And when that angle becomes too far where you can't resolve water past it because the angle's too small, that's where the horizon starts. And where that appears to be is based upon meteorological conditions. It's not based upon geometry. That's why they call it the apparent line. Because, Ryder, that's why when you were asked, was the horizon in the same spot, that was a shit test. We know already that the horizon moves around from day to day, even hour to hour. You could go out today, and then the next day the horizon would You know, one day it'd be 6 miles away. You go out the next day, it's 3 miles away. You go out the next day, it's 30 miles away. It changes based upon the meteorological conditions, how clear the air is, whether there's inferior mirages, how much dust or opacity in the air. There's all sorts of factors that determine where the horizon looks like it is.
So do you think that, like, why do you think I got the idea of it being a sphere? Like, you think the government just
Someone
like
told
put
you that
that?
in school?
But when I search it up, it's the same thing. What about
So what?
NASA?
Because you learned when you were 7 years old that, and the teacher told you that it was too big to see the curve and too big to feel it move.
Ryder, would you have figured it out was a sphere if nobody told you
Um,
on your own?
Probably not. No.
Yeah. I've asked many people by now. I think I've asked 50 or 60. I've asked them the same question, and everybody says the same thing. No, they would have never figured it out on their own. So the idea was given to you. You
Okay,
accepted the idea.
Wait, why do you think
you
the
go
sphere
to?
bottom first?
Would you go to if NASA offered you to go to space? Would you go?
Would I go?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
I'm not going on. No, I'm not going on a rocket, bro.
I
I'm
would
not being a Roman candle.
Yeah, you'll be
It wouldn't
dead.
make a difference.
Nobody goes in a rocket
what about when you
ever.
look at
No one's
Look,
ever
you're
gone in a
asking me
rocket, dude.
If NASA makes you go to sets up a wardrobe where you can go into fucking Narnia, and we go in the wardrobe, no, I won't. Okay.
Okay, what
I
about when
just
you look out
told
of a
you and
plane
laid
window
out
and it's
why
good?
space can't exist, and you just like, but they said it exists, and they'll promise to give you a ride there. Yeah, right. Get in the trunk, man. It's safer there.
What about when you look out of a plane window and it's curved?
It's not.
It is.
No, it's not. Just stop, bro.
It is.
No. Look,
No, dude, you're correct. The plane window is curved. You're right.
Yeah, the plane window's curved. If
We're
you had a
talking about
ball,
cars, not a plane
Ryder, real simple. If you had a ball that was 6 feet tall, how high would a plane be off the surface of that ball?
How high is the plane flying? Like there's
Let's just
many
say cruising
variables that you
speed,
can
45,000 feet. How
I don't know
high?
if you would. I don't know if you
How
would be
high
able
would
to
the
see that
plane be
ball.
off the surface of that ball? 6 feet tall ball.
How high is the plane?
40,000 feet.
Okay, so it'd probably be 39,900.
Like how many inches
like
above
8
the
miles.
surface of the ball?
That's
dude?
8 miles. 8
Tell me
miles.
how high, millimeters, inches, whatever units you want. How high would it be off the surface of the ball? So 10 miles above an 8,000 mile diameter ball is equivalent to how far above a 6-foot ball? I already know the answer to this.
I know the answer.
It's 1/100th of a millimeter. There's 1/100th of an inch. Sorry. You can't see curve from an airplane. All this, even
So do you think like NASA's a
mainstream says
scam
you
and stuff?
can't,
Then?
dude.
Like that's not real.
So, right, there's a famous video of Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about the Red Bull jump, which is a skydive from 128,000 feet, way higher than an airplane. Okay, you can go on his Twitter right now. Neil deGrasse Tyson's. There's also a talk where he talks and says, you can't see the curvature of the Earth from 128,000 feet. Okay, even the ISS, where you think that is 255 miles, that's only 3% of the Earth that they would see. If they could see the entire circle of the horizon, but they're only going to see a sliver of that, right? Based on their field of view. And let's say they have a 90-degree field of view. Okay, they're going to see like one half of 1% of the surface of the Earth. You can't see curve in that small amount of section of a sphere. So when you say you can see curve from a plane, you're talking thousands of the Earth's surface. Thousands. And here's the funny thing. We have photographs from tops of mountains of 275 miles. A plane at 45,000 feet, the horizon distance from that plane, where you think the curve is out the plane window, is 263 miles. But we have photographs on Earth across vast distances, namely it's called the Gulf of Lyon in France, that are 275 miles, that are farther than that. Farther than what an airplane should see on the globe from 45,000 feet. you can see from 9,000 feet across the surface of the Earth. And you know what? When they take that photos, there's no curve in those photos. Though you should see a curve. If you can see it from the airplane with a horizon that far away, then you'd see the same curve from the 275-mile distance horizon.
Okay, another
I don't
thing
know
then.
why you guys say you could see curve from a plane. Nobody agrees with you. Nobody. Unless you
People that
Googled
comment
that you
on
can
YouTube.
see curve. So you probably Googled it, and Google said you could see it from 30,000 feet. In my experience in this topic, that has changed 4 times.
Okay.
What Google said.
Okay.
Started at 80,000, went to 60,000, went down to 45,000, and now it's 30,000.
Like the dude jumping out of the space with a parachute.
Red Bull jump, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the GoPro jump. It was a
did he jump
GoPro.
from?
It was sponsored by GoPro.
That was Red Bull.
Okay. Yeah, it was Red Bull.
It was Red Bull with co-sponsored by GoPro. That's when they released their little tiny cube.
No one gives a fuck about fucking who it's sponsored by. We're talking
Yes,
about.
it does matter. That's the cameras they use, you idiot.
Yeah, GoPro does a barrel distortion.
Wide angle lenses, curved horizontal line. That curvature is fake. And people believe that it's real.
Okay,
That's the
okay,
sad
then where
part.
did he come from? If you're saying space is fake, where did he jump out of?
Upper space is fake. Like the story that they gave you about the
A
upper
hot
space.
air balloon. He
The shit
jumped
you
out of
see
a
is
hot air
real.
balloon, dude, with GoPro
high
cameras
altitude.
running.
He jumped out of a
Upper
he jumped
space
out
is
of
not
like a
fake. It's
spaceship.
what
He
like
didn't
that
jump out of
shit you
a hot air
see.
balloon.
Outer space, the narrative, the story is fake. The billions of years Big Bang Boom monkey ball religion is fake. Everything in existence didn't come from a singularity.
Did you think that 128,000 feet is space?
I don't know how many feet it is.
Space is politically, space starts at 100 kilometers, which is 56 miles or something, or 96 miles. Well, I can't remember what it is. 56 miles?
What is the shape of
26
Earth
miles.
to you?
It's
Doesn't
50
have a
miles, I
shape.
believe. Or 100 kilometers, it's
Not a shape?
62 miles.
Doesn't have a shape because it's not inside of something. What's the shape of the universe, brother? Does that question make sense to you when I say what's the shape of the universe?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
What's it inside then?
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, this is just like an infinite regression. See, you've been trained through repetition to think of when I say, "Hey, dude, what's the Earth like?" Hold on. This is very important. This is very important. That's why I'm bringing it up. You've been trained because you think about the Earth in a certain way. You think about it as if you're in some third-person shooter outside the Earth, viewing it. And when you ask questions about it, that's how you're thinking about it, is if you're outside of everything. Where's the edge, man? What does it look like? Where is it in the cosmos? Like, where is this object? Right? You don't experience the Earth that way. Yeah, well, that whole idea.
And I fall off of the edge.
Yeah, Ryder. That whole idea of possibility that you can be outside the Earth looking back at it with some God's eye view is horseshit. Your brain has been infected. That view is not possible by you or anybody else. Okay? There is no God's eye view. You are in a first-person shooter, brother. You're not in a third-person shooter. There is no top-down. There is only inside-out. You understand?
Explain
like
that.
If I say, if I say, do you remember what the Earth looks like? What do you remember?
Say again?
If I say, do you remember what the Earth looks like? What do you remember?
I could describe all the different parts of
from
it.
memory.
Mountains,
Not from imagination,
oceans.
from memory.
Okay, mountains, oceans, deserts, lakes.
Was any of that a globe?
Cities.
Did you see a globe in any of that?
No, but I saw curvature when I was in the sky.
No, you didn't, dummy.
You said you saw curvature in the sky. Really?
I have a question.
I saw curvature at the beach.
Right.
No, I got a genuine question.
We're kind of in the middle of discussing flat Earth, and I'm sure your question's going to be answered by left.
Let's hear what Bila has to say. Bila, say something.
Why do things disappear from the bottom first?
We just covered this. Go on YouTube and rewind it. You just covered this in infinite fucking detail 5 minutes ago.
Oh wait, this on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. So
why do you think that happens?
What do I think?
I'll do it again. Fuck it. I can do it 100 times. Why do you think that happens? Why do you think ships? Does this happen every time? Sometimes? How often does this happen?
Never when I see ships. They never do
Yeah,
that.
I've never
That's
seen
why
it.
I want to capture that so I can say, look, magic ship's going over a curve, and then I'll measure that point, and then we'll know exactly how big the Earth is. But then the next day when I go, it'll be at a totally different place, and that means the Earth got bigger or smaller.
Yeah.
Last time I was at Revere Beach, I couldn't see past like maybe 6 miles. By the time I was there before, I could see 30 miles. So how is that possible? How come the
When's the last
horizon was
time?
6 miles one day and 30 miles some other day?
When's the last time, Bilo, that you actually went to the beach and watched a ship go over the horizon? Not watched it on a video, but actually gone and watched it yourself.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Where?
Newport Beach.
Newport, Rhode Island?
No, California.
California.
What was the water temperature?
I'd say it's probably like 70.
64.
What was the air temperature?
Like 70.
75.
I'm gonna fact check you, dude. Are you making shit up? What kind of boat was it?
I think it was like a Boeing.
A Boeing boat? Or an airplane?
Okay, he doesn't have the smartest.
Yeah, your buddy got caught lying.
Oh,
He
wow.
tried to
Your mask
foist
fell
some
off,
lie that you
dude.
did. So would you think you'd get a buddy and try to like double down on your lie?
I didn't invite
You've
him.
never seen this. That's the fucked up thing. Is that neither one of you two have seen this?
I've seen it.
No, you haven't.
You're
what
a
kind of
liar.
boat was it? What
Yes,
kind
I
of boat
did.
was it, Ryder?
Conversation?
What kind of boat was it, Ryder?
I've seen it multiple times. I've seen it with
What kind
big
of boat
sailboats.
was it, Ryder? Don't try
I
to
don't know
think of the
I don't know
answer.
the specific
It was
name,
white.
but I've seen like cargo
Okay,
ships.
was
I've
it a
seen
sailboat? Was
An
it a
idiot.
cargo ship?
I've
Was
seen
it an oil
I've seen
tanker? Was it a freaking pleasure
I've
vessel?
seen cargo
Was it a
ships,
yacht?
cargo ships, and I've seen sailboats.
You've seen cargo ships and sailboats disappear over the horizon.
Yes.
We have?
Okay. How far away were they?
And bro, I don't know how many fucking miles, but I know.
So, Ryder, when I show you this happening on a flat surface, what are you going to say about that?
Ryder, you don't live in California. How would you see that?
You're
Can
on
you
mute.
mute Bila?
No. Ryder, when I show you this happening on a flat surface, then what are you going to say? Because I'm going to post it in the chat
Okay.
in 5 seconds.
All right. I'll watch this. I'll see. Let's see,
Okay.
and you can see my live reaction.
And you want to know something crazy? The visibility index yesterday was 10 miles from Newport Beach.
Why is that crazy?
Crazy for them, not for.
Oh.
What was the water and air temperature?
Water temperature was 65, air temperature 72.
Jesus.
Ooh, that would have been a
you lying
decent.
sacks of shit, dude.
You would have got some good shots with that temperature.
If you saw that, you saw an inferior mirage.
Okay, Bilo was talking out of his ass. He did not see that yesterday.
Of course he didn't. And if he did, it was an inferior mirage.
He didn't
because
see
when you
anything. He
when you
didn't
have
see
a huge
anything.
when you have a huge water to air temperature differential
Are
like
you
that,
gonna put
you'll
it
get
in
an
the chat
inferior.
or?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay. You guys got a lot of YouTube subscribers, or?
What does that matter?
I'm just out of curiosity.
I don't know. I don't check, dude. It's not important to us.
1.5K. Nice. 26 are watching.
That's for one stream you're looking at.
26
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you have 1.5K subscribers.
That's just for that one guy streaming. We have multiple streams, dude.
You realize that subscriber count doesn't mean a goddamn thing. That there's people with 1 million subs and they do a live stream and get 800 people watching it.
Okay. Which
you know
one is
that's
it?
true.
Do I Indio? Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
All right.
I posted. Am I in the right server?
I'm about to click on it.
So yeah. So. God damn it. So hold on a second. No, you can watch it, but I got a screenshot. Why is this freaking? Discord's acting freaking flaky, man. Yeah, I got a screenshot from the video, man. It's freaking not rendering. That's freaking weird, man. Oh, I'll use this too. Why not? So the important thing about this is that this lake is 1,000 feet long and the horizon should be 2,600 feet away. So why? Two questions. Why is there a horizon at all? That's number one, because there should be no horizon. This lake being only 1,000 feet long, should be no horizon on it at all, which proves that the horizon can't possibly be the geometry of the Earth. Second of all, since we know that this is a short distance, and this distance has to be flat or the curvature is so minimal that it can't possibly hide anything. Why you only see half of the boat?
Where are you posting this?
I posted the video in politics. If you scroll up to 1102, tried to post a screenshot, man, but I'm having problems freaking even.
I got it. I see it.
I got screenshots on the home server, man. It's like not even rendering. It's crazy. So here's another one. So this is National Geographic, right? So National Geographic did this test in their video called Round Earth versus Flat Earth. So what they did is they took this flag, had a bunch of stripes on it, and they sailed it away from the camera. And as you can see, there's a stripe missing on this flag, a bottom stripe. It's gone. And they said, and National Geographic said, that this was the curvature of the Earth, making it so that that was hidden. The problem is the thing that's supposed to be hiding the bottom of that is behind the flag in the first place. So how can the thing behind the flag hide the flag, be also in front of the flag hiding the stripe?
Say that one more time.
How can the horizon be behind the flag and in front of the flag at the same time? So I'm going to post another image so you can see the whole thing.
Could you post it without those lines in it? Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so up in the top right, that's the original flag. They sailed it away, and you can easily find this if you go on YouTube, type in National Geographic Flat Earth versus Round Earth. This video will come up. And in that video, she point blank said, she's like, why can't you see the bottom stripe? And the guy goes, because it's blocked by the curvature of the Earth. Even though this is what they're showing on the screen. This is a common thing that you'll see in this topic, is that you'll have a glober saying something, but when you actually look at what's being displayed on the screen, it doesn't match with the words that are coming out of their face. Okay, so this can't possibly be blocked by the curvature of the Earth, because that would be blocked by the horizon, which is obviously behind the flag. So can you tell us if the only reason you can't see the bottom of something of the curve of the Earth is why don't we see that bottom stripe?
I don't understand your question.
Where did the bottom stripe go? Why don't we see it, is what I'm asking you.
Because the Earth curved.
Okay, then how is the horizon behind the flag?
I think it's
The
just
thing
the
that's supposed to be
angle of the picture.
blocking the bottom stripe is beyond the flag itself.
Maybe it's photoshopped.
It's a screenshot from a video. You can go watch the video, and it's National Geographic.
I'm about to watch it. I actually just pulled it up. So, do you know how many minutes into it is or not?
Here's a zoom in. So obviously the horizon's behind the flag. Oh, I got a timestamp of it. I'll post that. Just give me a second.
I think I almost found it.
No, he just wanted to go right to it's photoshopped. You're lying, Indio.
It wouldn't be me lying.
Well, you're not allowed to post stuff if that shows that you don't live on a globe. Then you're lying.
Why is the horizon behind it? Refraction.
Hey, guess how big the Earth would be if something 1,000 feet away was being obstructed by the curve of the Earth when you're 5 feet tall? Guess how big the Earth would be? Anybody?
In the Nat Geo video, she just goes, "Why is it happening?" And he goes, "It's because of the curvature of the Earth."
Yeah, but that can't be true. What block for the? You said ships go over the horizon. You said it's the horizon is the edge of the Earth that's blocking things. Where the curve starts. How can the horizon be behind the flag and in front of the flag, back blocking the stripe at the same time?
Well, I also think you won't see the. I think that this doesn't give
You
it
can
justice
try to
because this is
fucking
just
put
a
the
lake.
lipstick on the pig all you want. It ain't that
I don't know
you
what that
can't
means.
set. Look, you can't talk your way out of this. We have empirical evidence. We have a photograph. I can fucking up the color
I'd like to
values.
see
I
this.
can negative the color
I'd like to
values.
see it do the exact same thing in the ocean in a very much more.
This is the
grander.
Salton Sea.
Is that not a lake?
It's a
That's just
sea.
a big lake.
It's a big sea, dude.
Okay, but it's.
Do you think somehow on another place it'll be different?
I do think so.
Why?
Because it will be a lot more vast and grand than the Salton Sea.
A lot more vast. And this is 20 miles across.
Okay, we'll take it to the Pacific Ocean and see that you.
And what does that change?
A lot of things. It's a lot more water and a
lot of things. It's different.
Yeah.
What is there a property of that water that's different than the property of this water?
What do you mean, like? What do you mean?
I want to know how it's different. If I don't use this water and use some other water, how that's different.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. I don't see boats.
It's funny watching you guys cope.
Disappear.
That because your whole premise is wrong and it's demonstrably wrong, and now you're just in full fucking cope mode. So making some claim that somehow the Pacific Ocean water is different than the Salton Sea water, and you got to go to the Pacific Ocean.
I see him disappear in the ocean.
It's not a lake.
Okay, well, it's 20 miles.
Look, it's fine that you've seen it disappear. Your conclusion is based upon a false premise. That it can only happen on a curved surface is a false premise. This demonstrates it. That is the point. This bottom stripe is gone. It's disappeared. But it can't have disappeared over the curve of the Earth because, according to you and everybody else, the curve of the Earth is behind the flag too. So which is the curve of the Earth? Is the curve of the Earth the horizon, or is it the thing that blocks things?
If it happens, this exact same thing happens in the ocean, then I'll believe it. But this is in a lake; it's not an ocean.
That doesn't matter. You're just saying, it's not the water I like doesn't cure anything, because ocean is just a word for some different water, and the difference is it's just a larger body of water.
Exactly,
it has all the same properties.
It's different.
Yeah, it's no okay. What's the difference?
The size.
Okay, and how does that change something?
Because okay, I can agree with you when you're standing in
okay, if I go to the ocean,
you're standing on something and it's flat, yes. But when you look at it and when you could see far away, then that's when it starts to curve. That's why you can see boats go over the horizon.
Okay, if I go to the ocean and look out 20 miles, where's the horizon supposed to start?
Depends.
From a
I don't
6-foot
really.
observer,
Depends.
how
Depends.
far away is the
So
horizon?
the horizon's not Earth curve.
I don't know the specifics
Is
of
the
how far away
okay?
it is.
1.22 miles times the square root of the observer's height in feet. So for a 6-foot observer, 3.25 miles away. Okay. Now, if I go to the Salton Sea, which is 20 miles across, and I'm 6 feet tall, and go, how far is the horizon away? Is it a different value or is it the same value?
I still don't understand what you're saying.
Is it a different value at the Salton Sea, the horizon distance? Is there a difference between the Salton Sea horizon distance and the Pacific Ocean horizon distance?
Yes, I think so.
And why would that be? Is it a different globe?
No, it's not a different globe, but I think also it has to do with sea level.
Hence the sea, right?
Okay. So sea level. What is the horizon distance calculated from?
Can you Google it?
I'll just tell you. It's calculated from the radius. Do you think even a 50-foot change in sea level is going to change the horizon distance significantly?
Well, when you compare it to that small boat that they had, like that boat was the size
So
of
this is
a
where you
kayak.
change the subject. Just answer the question.
No, because there's different factors that play in when the
Yeah, but
different
you can't
sizes.
say any of them. It's kind of weird.
Like if you put a tank, like if you put a not an oil, what's the thing that carries the shipping container boat? Okay, if you put that in the Salton Sea, you wouldn't see. I bet you wouldn't see it disappear. But if you put it in the ocean, that's when you see it disappear.
How far away is the horizon?
What is it disappearing behind?
The horizon when it curves.
Okay, so you would need for it not to disappear in the Salton Sea and to disappear in the ocean. That means the horizon would be in different places. That we would have one body of water with one horizon distance and another body of water with another horizon distance. That's absurd, and you know it.
Well, I think that it also has to come into play with all the factors that are around it. Like the sea is just straight out, there's nothing but water, so you're able to see it a lot easier than when you're at the Salton Sea. There's mountains that surround it, so it's a lot harder to see.
What? What if you look across, what bay is that?
Skunk Bay?
Santa Barbara Bay, and there's
Uh-huh.
mountains on the other side of the bay. What happens there?
Let me go to Santa Barbara. Hold up.
Santa Barbara Bay. I think that's the name of it.
Where is it?
California.
Yeah, obviously, but like,
Where University of California.
UC Santa Barbara?
UC Davis. Right? You can go up in the parking lot there and you can look across the water and there's mountains behind anything. There's a little Air Force or naval radar station. There's a bunch of mountains behind this. And there's like 7 oil rigs. And there's a guy, he goes out there. He's got something like 400 videos. He goes out there 2 or 3 times a week, puts his camera in the exact same spot 2 times a week, going on 3 years now, and does a horizontal pan across the horizon. And the horizon is always way too far. Way farther than what the globe predicts. Okay? The fact of the matter is, the globe makes concrete predictions about where the horizon should be. If you're saying that the horizon is the thing blocking boats and that it's the geometric part of the Earth that blocks them, okay, and not some optical effect, as soon as you say that, as soon as the horizon moves and appears in a different fucking place, you cannot make that claim anymore. Because that would imply that the Earth is changing size. Now, I could take the Earth curve calculator and put in the radius 3,959 miles, 0.0001, which would be equivalent to 50 feet fucking rise of sea level. And then I'm going to look at the change of the horizon distance, and it's going to be millimeters. Sea level isn't going to change anything. You need hundreds of miles of differences in the radius to change the horizon different distance significantly. Like I said, you started with a false premise, okay? You were told, hey, dude, this and only this. The only way this can happen. And the reason you think this is because you have an orthographic third fucking, what do I call it? Third-person shooter worldview. That you're outside your body looking at things. So you think that you can draw a piece of paper and that if you draw a line from you draw a piece of paper, some water, and a boat. And that on a flat earth, because you can draw a line from the little fucking stick figure to the boat, that's how it should look. And that the boat will always be visible. No matter how big the paper is, you can draw a freaking line, make a paper fucking 10 miles long, and you can draw a line from your little stick figure to the boat. Still, it should always be visible. But that's not how we see. We don't see like that. We see in what's called a projective view or perspective view. Railroad tracks, when drawn on a freaking sheet of paper in an orthographic view, are parallel. But you don't see parallel railroad tracks. You see railroad tracks converge to a point.
Okay, I don't think you're going to change my mind.
So this is how you have to evaluate what quote-unquote should be seen. You just reach it. Listen, it's common. Me and Sheepdog have done this hundreds of times. We even have a video that's up where
I don't know who Sheepdog is.
He's in this chat, man.
Hey.
He was talking to you. Anyway, me and Sheepdog went over this lots of times with other people on X and other places. You have a false premise. Okay? We've proven that the premise is false experimentally. And not only have we proven it false experimentally, National Geographic proved it false experimentally.
Okay, but what if Nat Geographic is just a bunch of bogus?
Dude, you can do this test on your own.
Okay.
The video I showed you, do you understand that in the video I showed you there should be no horizon at all? Do you understand that? It shouldn't even exist. Look, if you do the gold math on that lake, the horizon should be 2,400 feet from the camera. The lake is 1,000 feet long. Do the math. How can there be a horizon on a body of water that can't reach where the horizon should be? Because it's too small. What is the horizon then? Can't be the curve of the earth. Has to be something else. The reason these tests are done is because we want to eliminate curvature as a variable and see if we get the same appearance, the same optical effect, whether it looks the same, right? So you scale it down, eliminate curvature as a variable and go, hey, dude, does it look the same or does it look at this the way you guys say it should? Meaning you see the little boat all the way across the lake, all the way to the other side, because that water's flat, and that's how you should see it. Because there's no curve on the water, so you see it all the way across. But that's not what's seen. What's seen is there's a horizon, there's a boat, the boat gets cut off halfway on a lake that's way too small. This isn't the only demonstration of this. There's a Russian guy that demonstrated it in 20 meters with a light. There's other people that have demonstrated. Frickin' AI's got a demonstration of it.
And stars?
But you can do it yourself.
Like,
you don't even have to believe us.
You're not going to change my mind on this, and I'm not going to change yours. But what about stars? You were saying how they're an illusion. What does that mean? Like, what do you mean by that?
It's a green
Who said
screen.
an illusion?
I said, what about stars?
I didn't use the word illusion, dude.
One of your homies did.
Yeah, one of your friends did. Someone in here said illusion. So
one of my friends? How do you know we're friends?
I don't know. All you flat earthers.
We said you can't go to space. We said
I'm
the
friends with
idea
all
of
flat
space.
earthers, dude. Are you crazy? You lost your marbles?
Yes.
Space.
No, seriously, you crazy? You lost your marbles? Are you friends with all Globers?
What's up?
Who are you talking to?
You.
What'd I say? That's crazy.
You said, I'm friends with somebody. One of your friends said that.
What? About you.
Did I say that?
Your friend.
Or my
Preston,
friend
turn
said
up
that.
your mic or something, bro.
so
I can barely
confused.
hear you.
You gotta turn me up, dude. My mic's fucked up.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, man. My mic's a little bit broken.
Okay. So, Ryder, this isn't about change. I don't care if you change your mind or not. I
Okay,
showed
maybe
you the
it's not your
empirical
friend.
evidence.
Maybe
You have
it's
no
not one of your
reputation
friends,
for
but
any
it's
of it.
one of
You have
your
no
fellow
counter
flat
evidence.
earthers that are dumb as
Okay.
rocks that said stars are an
Okay.
illusion.
Flat earthers. No one claims stars an illusion. You can see stars.
Someone said that in the video. As soon as I started talking, someone goes, "Stars are an illusion."
Who? Preston said it?
Nope.
Nope.
No, I would never say that. Nope. I promise you, I would never say that.
Who said that, Ryder?
I was in a
Give me like 5
You
minutes.
know
game
there's
yesterday,
trolls
and my
coming
boat
in and
went
out of
off
here
the
saying
side.
random.
I can go back in the stream.
You're not in this
I just have to
combo.
go back one to I joined and started talking. Do you have a timestamp on when I joined and started talking? Because I can go back in the stream and look at it.
No, you can do it
find
yourself. I'm not doing the work for you, dude. It's your claim.
Alright.
Why would I go find the evidence for your claim for you?
Well, I was just seeing if you knew.
Yeah,
when
but why would I go find the evidence for your claim for you?
That's
Wait,
not the evidence.
Indio.
Is when I joined.
Indio.
What, G? No, I guess not.
Oh, I was
Ryder.
just gonna ask a question.
Hold on, G. I want to cover this thing he said. You think he's gonna get by? I'm not going to change your mind, and you're not going to change my mind. You've shown me nothing. I showed you empirical evidence. Science is based upon empiricism, not theory. You were asked multiple times, how did you substantiate what you're seeing is caused by the curvature of the Earth? And you don't have anything substantial, any measurements or anything like that to validate whether it is the curvature of the Earth. You just have an opinion about how it should look. Okay, it's subjective. You say, hey, man, it should look like this on a curved Earth, and it should look like this on a flat Earth. But wait, why did you just interrupt me, dude? You think, Preston, I'm going to ban you, okay? That's your only fucking warning. Your heckling shit is getting annoying.
I laughed because you made me laugh. Chill out, dude. Jeez,
Well,
man. Don't
mute
get me so
up,
aggressive.
bro.
I'm sorry. I thought
Mute
my
up.
mic was on mute.
Mute up,
I'm sorry.
dude. Mute up, or I'll
you don't
mute
have to be
you.
so aggressive. I'm
Three.
Yo,
be aggressive.
if a big booty Latino throws some yams in a circle, don't that mean we ought to circle?
Yeah, but you're almost funny. So y'all trying to fucking run interference, this shit ain't gonna work. We're way too hip on that shit. So Ryder. Yeah, hip. So Ryder, you said what I was saying was your evaluation is based upon you think it should look like this or look like that. I demonstrated empirically that evaluation is factually wrong. It's not my opinion that it's wrong. It's Ryder. It's factually wrong because I demonstrated it. It's factually wrong.
Nope, your videos are AI.
You can say
So why
whatever
not go
you
out
want.
and test it for yourself?
So it's really funny how they were made before AI could make videos like that. That's really weird. How did that happen?
How did what happen?
These videos were made like almost half a decade ago.
Well, the government doesn't tell you certain things.
Oh, so they're government AI videos to convince Ryder the Earth is flat.
Exactly. I live in a simulation. Nothing's real.
That's not possible.
That is possible.
Okay, so you don't understand Gödel's incompleteness theorem, how that's not possible.
Man,
You
mute this guy.
can't
He's
live
not
in a
intellectually
computer
honest.
simulation, Ryder, because of Gödel's incompleteness theorem. It's impossible.
Could you explain what that is?
Okay, Gödel's incompleteness theorem says that any mathematical system cannot both be consistent and complete. So, because a computer simulation involves mathematics, that means that system itself will have contradictions. There are no contradictions in nature.
The police will control you.
There's no contradictions in nature, so it can't be a mathematical system driving it.
Preston's not 14 and doesn't live in his parents' basement.
Yeah, so just go on fucking mute because you stopped listening. See, you're like, it amazes me how you guys just go into this fucking crazy cope and off the rails.
You know, I did want to ask him a question now.
Go ahead, I'll mute him.
Okay. Hey, Ryder.
Oh, fucking, we're fighting over it.
Hey, Ryder.
Who's talking? Can you just say your name? I just
Sheepdog.
A-N-G?
Sheepdog, down at the bottom, dude.
Oh, sheepdog.
Yeah. So you said something about the stars. You're gonna say what about the stars, right?
Oh, I was saying what like if space doesn't exist, where does it end, and where do stars like? Because someone said that stars are an illusion. So
Well, I don't think anybody said stars are an illusion, but let me ask you this, okay?
I know someone.
What do you know about the stars?
What do you? I don't know. I don't really know much besides I can see them.
I'm right there with you, brother. That's about as much as I know about them
Welcome
too.
to Flat Earth, bro.
Yeah.
So we don't claim stars don't exist. We say that what the modern cosmology says they are, their composition, how far away they are, what they're made of, where they're going, their age, all those things is nonsense.
How do you think Earth started?
I don't fucking know, bro. I wasn't here.
Okay.
We're not about speculation. That's the globe side. We don't speculate. We just go with what we can prove. That's why I presented you empirical evidence. We don't go with like what we think or what we believe or how we feel. We go, hey, what can we demonstrate practically by experiment or observation? Something that's repeatable, something that anybody can do, something you don't have to just trust somebody, right? I know it's an amazing thing to believe that you can trust your own eyes and trust yourself, right? I know it's a novel idea. We're saying you can too. We're not trying to convince you the Earth is flat, dude.
Hey, Ryder.
I don't trust myself. You think I'm going to trust you?
Well, I mean,
Hey,
yeah, I mean, fuck, bro.
Ryder, I just put a video at 29 minutes past the hour in the chat. It's got a astrophysicist named Michio Kaku. He talks about how they make up space, right? All their little stories that they use and everything. It's 15 seconds. Give it a watch real quick. Tell me what you think.
All right.
We've all seen it at least 100 times.
Stop talking so I can watch it.
Well, he mentioned it's a simulation. I mean, what's the shape of the world in a simulation or video game? They're
I was
flat.
Hold on, Travis. He can't watch it if we're talking over him.
Yeah, I was trolling about that simulation.
Dude, just deafen yourself for 15 seconds. All right, listen. If you got a clip,
I don't really understand.
Listen, now, Ryder, chill out for a second. If you got a clip, just play it on the bot so everyone can hear.
I don't think we have the bot in here.
What? Are you kidding me? Hold on.
Wrong server.
Let me check.
What is it? I'm confused. What's there?
You're saying they just make shit up in astrophysics. It's all theory. None of it can be verified. That's what he's saying. I'm paraphrasing. Okay. Think about this. Stars are giant fusion reactor plasmas millions of miles away.
Is that what they actually are, or you're just saying random words?
No, I'm saying what they say.
That's what they say.
Okay.
Okay. Can they ever actually verify that?
No, not until they visit one.
Okay. Finally, a fucking honest answer, right. So until, no matter what story someone tells about the stars, anybody on Earth says, stars are this, stars are that, stars are this other thing. Same with planets, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I think like astrology
it's speculation
and all that, like, to do with your sign is
and can't even be. My point was it's speculation and can't even be verified within their own paradigm. The fastest object they say ever went to space ever been in space is Voyager. Voyager would take 150,000 years to reach the closest star. Okay? They're never going to be able to verify any of that crap within their own paradigm. So they can just make up anything because none of it is verifiable.
So you don't like that factor of like that what if? Like what if it's another universe? What if it's another Earth? What if it's...
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to speculate, but that's not what we're here for. We do a speculation Sunday, and which you're welcome to come and speculate away. Because some people like to speculate and shit.
Will you guys be open to the ideas, or will it just be like no?
Which ideas?
No, that. I'm just saying, like, or will you shut it down with your flat Earth
It's speculation Sunday, dude.
Okay, well, I'm wondering
You
if
can
you guys will
speculate
be
about
open
whatever
to
you
it.
want. You can frickin' speculate about Nazi moon bases. We don't care.
And the issue is if the modern like pseudoscience, the astronomers and stuff like that, just speculated and said we think you might be seeing in the past, and this star that you see might actually not exist anymore because it underwent supernova or whatever. If they just speculated their things, then we'd have no issue. But they make truth claims and they have zero evidence.
Yeah, not only do they make truth claims, they know the causes of things, which is crazy. That's even more crazy. So they're doing what's called use the term science loosely in this context, observational science. But they claim they're doing, in some ways, they claim they're doing experimental science, right? They go, well, we did an experiment. We looked at a freaking black hole. It's not an experiment. Experiments are done in labs. Experiments have independent variables. That's what experiments figure out cause and effect relationships. The only thing they can ever do is get correlations between one observation and some other observation. But that's not what they say when they frickin' talk on TV and when they give talks and lectures in front of people. They claim that X causes Y
So
and Y
unless someone
causes
can prove
Z
it
and
to you
all these
that the
other
Earth
things.
is round, then you won't believe it.
What?
Unless
No,
someone can
I'm never
prove it
going to
to you.
believe the Earth is round. Either someone's going to prove it or they're not.
Okay, but if someone proves it to you, already that it's already
How can
proved,
they
but
prove
they have
it?
to prove it.
Let's deal with that. How can they
Take you
prove it?
take you to space.
No, that wouldn't prove it.
Why
How would that
not?
prove it?
Because you could see it at a greater
Because
angle.
looking at things is still subjective experience.
So you don't. If you look at it and
The
it's
Earth
a
looks
circle
flat.
to
You're
you,
on Earth, and you don't believe that, dude. But you want me to go to
if you're in
space where
space,
bro, you're on Earth. It looks flat, and you don't believe that. Why?
because when I look out, it's curved.
No, it isn't.
Okay, I'll take a next time I'm
This
at the
guy.
beach. I'll take a photo and I'll bring it to Speculation Sunday just for you.
Okay, yeah, bring the
And
That's
photo,
crazy.
and you're
So you
still
can
going to
see the
have the
curve
same
at the
problem of
surface.
having a faulty premise.
Okay.
You can take all the photos of half a boats all you want. Your premise that can only happen on a globe is demonstrably wrong. What aren't you understanding?
A lot of things.
That
I
your
just think
reasoning is
everything.
flawed. So you have evidence, and then you have the reasoning behind the evidence. Your reasoning about the conclusions
You're
you're
not going to
drawing
change
from
my
the
mind.
evidence
We can
are
just agree to
incorrect,
disagree.
which is
And
why you're interrupting me, because I'm pointing out that they're incorrect.
yeah, okay, but we're just going to agree to disagree because you're not going to change my mind
It's
on
not. This
anything.
isn't an agree thing. This is a basic
Oh, it
logic.
is a agree thing. It's agree
Hey,
to
Indio.
Logic is objectively true. This isn't a matter of opinion.
Indio, don't the astronauts say that they can't tell the difference between simulation and the real thing?
Well, only with their moon launches. So there are things that are subjective and there are things that are objective. I'm talking about objective things. It's objectively true that on a flat surface, you can get the same visual of a boat being cut off bottom first. That's objectively true. Doesn't matter what you think about it. Doesn't matter if you like it. So if that's objectively true, the claim this can only happen on a curved surface, this visual, is factually incorrect. This isn't subjective. It isn't about opinion. It isn't about agreement.
Okay, so you'll believe me if I bring a video of a boat going over the curvature of the Earth. You'll believe me.
Did you not hear what he just said?
Did you not hear what I just
He
said?
uses big words, and I don't understand those big words.
Okay, you don't understand the big words.
I don't.
Which words
How do you know what's
specifically?
going on?
He's just waiting for you to stop talking so he can
Okay,
say
Ryder.
what he wants to say.
So
He's not
how
responding.
do you know it's going over the
He's
curve of the Earth
understanding
and it's not just happening on a flat surface like I said and showed you?
Say again?
How do you know it's going over the curve of the Earth and it's not just happening on a flat surface like I showed you?
Because I see it with my eyes.
You're seeing the same thing with your eyes. You're seeing the same visual. How do you know one's caused by curve and it's just not happening on a flat surface like I showed you? How did you differentiate?
I don't really understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
How
you
did
do,
you bridge
Tyler.
the gap
You're being a
from
snake now,
obstruction?
and that I will not tolerate. Stop being a fucking weasel.
I'm not being a weasel.
How did you know that how do you know it was the curve of the Earth causing that observation and wasn't just an observation on a flat surface like I showed you?
Dog, I don't understand this.
You must be retarded.
Yeah, you do understand.
You have bottom-up obstruction. How are you jumping from bottom-up obstruction to curve?
Obstruction. What is that?
Meaning you see half a boat and the boat is cut in half by the horizon and you don't
Okay.
see the bottom of it.
How do
Just like I showed you in that
happen?
video. Can that only happen on a flat Earth? Can that only happen on a globe?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what about the videos I showed you with it happening on a flat surface? What about those?
Those are AI.
Your table's a globe.
Yeah, you're so desperate. You thought you had a winner, Ryder.
He had one honest answer.
Really, you really did, dude. You came in with a loser. Don't you think we ever heard this
my
before?
monitor might be
You think
curved,
we'd still exist here doing flat Earth after 10 years? You know, they've been saying ships over the horizon for 2,000 years, dude. How would we still exist?
Yo, Indio, like he had that one honest answer with the stars.
Rybar, it's already been demonstrably shown that it's not true.
Yeah, it is true though.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the one
videos I
answer
showed
with the
their
stars, I thought
so
we
now
were
I'm
like
going to
getting
post
somewhere.
photographs that I took of a ship 30 miles away when the horizon should be 6 miles away, and that ship should be 420 feet under the horizon. Now I'm going to show that. Then what are you going to say about that? Why isn't that ship under the horizon?
Well, like you said, different.
Why
different
isn't that
conditions
ship
in
under the
air,
horizon? What?
Different visibility.
Oh, so it's not the geometric curve of the Earth blocking the boat.
No,
it's a
it
visual
is, but,
effect.
like,
It
how
is,
far
but
you
it's
can see
not.
depends
So
on how
what
far
is it?
it
Is it
will.
visual or is it geometric? Which one is it?
I think it's both.
It's both.
I
How can
know
you
it's
tell
both.
which one it is?
Because on a foggy day you can't see like a mile, but on a
No, I'm
clear
not
day you
talking
can.
about opacity of the air. I'm talking about where the horizon is. So say a ship sails away and one day it's cut off by a horizon 3 miles away and goes over the horizon. And then the next day, the horizon's 6 miles away and it's cut off. And then the next day at 30 miles away, the whole ship is visible. And it's sitting on the horizon.
Okay, this conversation is going to go nowhere with my answer.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
You
You're
can
cooked. Take your
unmute
L, be a man. Why are you
can-
guys
you
such
can unmute
bitches when
Van.
you can't take your L, bro?
I'm not a bitch.
Take
but
your fucking L, dude.
I'm not a bitch, but you know.
You know, you are.
Everyone
Take your
that's a
L,
bitch
be a
is
man.
normal.
Take your L, be a man. Stop just saying, oh, it was AI before AI fucking existed somehow. He bounced. So G had a question. So what was your burning question, G?
Oh, I was just saying, I was in a Fortnite game, and I was in like a boat. And when I got to the edge,
Yeah, it was almost important.
So
You
boring.
got to the edge, you died.
So, Preston, you're up next. Do you have something intelligent to say this time?
And Luck says he doesn't.
I'm thinking. I know I do, but give me a second to think on that, and I'll get back to you.
All right, go ahead, bash those two brain cells together.
I'm trying, bro, but they're not fusing together as they usually do.
You thought you had
Man,
two brain cells, but one died
They're
of
pressed
loneliness.
in, but they're not fusing.
Man, Preston, you got a
No,
good
they're not
sense
working.
of humor, actually.
You think
Did
so?
the other brain cell die of loneliness, Preston?
Nah, my mom dropped me on my head, so I've been pretty fucked up ever since then.
Carry on.
His
So,
head got pressed in.
Should we try trap money?
I was molested as a baby, so I've been pretty fucked up ever since then.
I've been talking a lot. Anybody else want to mess around with these guys? I know this is fucking punching down big time.
Indio, wait, Indio, do you have a headache?
Why would I have a headache?
Because you talk a lot. If I talk that much, I'd have a migraine.
Well, it doesn't take me a lot of effort to think clearly.
Good for you, man.
That's
Good for
crazy. You
you.
get a headache from talking.
Not talking, but talking as much. As
Yeah,
he
they're
is.
thinking clearly. A lot of people,
Like to you, we're stupid people because we believe in something. So I would be like, oh, stupid people
no,
are giving me a headache.
you're stupid because you don't know why you believe it.
I know why I believe it.
Preston, I'll help you out with a question.
You're brainwashed.
Maybe to you guys I'm
Preston, just
brainwashed,
hold
but I
on,
believe
brother.
it.
Hold on. I was going to ask you a question, man.
What's up, big dog?
So I'm going to preface it with a few things based on the previous convo. So the guy before was saying, the Earth is curved. That's what causes things to disappear, right? Yeah. So the thing that's causing something to disappear is blocking it. So that would mean it has to be in front of it, correct?
I don't think so. If I maybe sound stupid right now, but that's what I'm thinking.
Now I know why fucking talking makes your brain hurt.
Correct.
Well, no, I just don't understand his question. Being a dick doesn't
Brother,
respond to that,
if something, just all right, let me help you out. If something you can't see because it's being blocked by something that's obstructing it, that obstructive object has to be in front of the thing.
No, it has to
from
be
your
behind
point
it
of view.
because- No, it has to be behind it because you can't see it once the
No,
boat
the
is in front of it.
blocking object. Listen closer.
The blocking object has to be between you and the thing.
Yes.
Right. So that's very simple. You understand that.
Yes.
Ryder's problem was he was shown direct evidence of something disappearing when the object he's claimed that's causing it to disappear is behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that doesn't make any sense. So Ryder was being disingenuous. He wasn't accepting reality.
Maybe you're right. I wasn't here for that part. I was using the bathroom, I guess. But there we go.
Oh, what up, guys? Stan here.
Hold up, but AI, you're prefacing this to hit Preston with what?
Well,
or is that
let's get back to Preston. I said he said he knows why he believes the Earth is a globe. Can you inform us why?
I mean,
why
I'm not
you
going to have
believe
any striking evidence that's going to change your mind. It's just
No,
what
I'm not
I
asking you to change your
believe.
mind. I just want to
And-
know why you. Why would you preface it with changing my mind? Why don't you just tell us why you believe it?
Well, 'cause I've been here for a little bit now, 2 hours now, and I can tell that your mind's not going to be changed. That's why I preface.
I'm not. Why would you try to change my mind?
Because it's a debate. We're here to debate.
Just present just present your evidence,
Why don't
and maybe
you
if it's
just
good,
tell
then
us
we'll
why
our minds will be changed anyway.
Have you lost the plot, Preston? You said, "Hey,
You don't know what that
think we're
means. You don't
dumb,"
know
and
what
I
the
said,
difference
"Hey, I think you're dumb because you don't know why you believe what you believe." And you
Alright, the
said,
name
"Yes, I
calling-
do."
the name calling's not gonna
Why
work.
are you interrupting me, please, dude?
Because you're mad. Relax.
I'm not. I'm not
You need
mad.
to relax,
Shut
dude.
up,
You're not gonna piss me off. So like, you need to stop being.
Preston. One more time. You said, "Hey, we think you're dumb," and I said, "No, I think you're dumb because you don't know why you believe what you believe." And you said, "Yes, I do." And now I'm asking you, why is that?
Okay, you want to tell me why? I grew up in California, okay, by the beach. When I look out over the beach, I see a horizon. That's why I've always thought this. Maybe I'm wrong, but all the evidence that you guys have given me does not prove that you guys are right in any
So
way.
you think
that
the
I
Earth is a
believe.
globe because there's a horizon?
Yeah, that's how I see
Okay.
it.
Would there be a horizon on a flat Earth?
Huh? No.
No.
It'd be fucking
Okay.
flat.
So
Because when you
okay,
look out,
hold on,
you see forever.
Preston. Slow down. We're gonna walk
You need
through
to
this
slow down
step by
because you're gonna speak over
Preston.
me
Slow
again, and I don't
down.
like
We're gonna
that.
walk through this. Slow down. We're gonna walk through this step by step. You said there'd be no horizon on a flat Earth.
Yeah.
The horizon is what divides the Earth from the sky. So if there's no horizon, you wouldn't see sky and Earth
I'm
at the
not
same
talking about
time.
the I'm
But
not
shut
talking about
up.
the sky's
Listen
horizon.
closer.
You shut the fuck up. I'm trying to tell you something.
Listen.
Oh my god, this guy's a fucking retard.
Dude, will you let me finish? You're trying to interrupt the point.
No,
and
you're
we
trying to
know
interrupt
why.
me, and I keep talking, then you interrupt me.
Dude, I haven't even made my point yet.
Because your point's fucking stupid. I'm trying to tell you what I'm
How would you
saying.
know it's stupid when I haven't finished it, Preston?
I've been hearing you talk about this entire fucking time.
Preston.
I won't get an headache. I do this all day.
Preston, if you would see 100% sky or 100% ground for there to be no horizon, because the horizon is what divides the sky from the ground. So which one is the flat Earth? 100% sky or 100% ground?
I wasn't listening. What were you saying? I was reading the chat.
Which one's the flat Earth? 100% sky or 100% ground?
Which one's the flat Earth?
Hey,
Yeah, you
guys,
said
can
there's
I-
no
can I-
horizon
can
on
I
a flat
request this
Earth.
guy stop yelling now?
Stan, shut the fuck up. Which one is the flat Earth. You said no horizon
I'm not
on
sure.
the flat
I
Earth.
don't know the difference between those two.
You said there's no horizon on the flat Earth, correct?
I don't think so. I don't think there would be.
Okay, so that would mean it's either 100% sky you see or 100% ground, because the horizon divides them, where you see them both at the same time. So you couldn't see them both at the same time, otherwise there'd be a horizon. Repeat to me what I just said to you.
Fuck all that. Listen to what I'm about to say.
Okay, you're banned.
That's tough. That's the first time I ever heard someone say, I'm a globe earther because the beach, because of the horizon. Like, you'd think you'd say, oh, all of the globes that I saw in school and, you know, the maps and stuff like that, but no.
Okay, Stan, you want to chime in? Chime in. What's next? All right, I'm the wrong retard.
I mean, I believe in flat Earth, but you give us a bad rep, dude. You gotta
Oh,
relax.
really? Yeah, what part did I do that gave us a bad rep?
I mean, look at the way you're talking. Like, relax.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Calm down. That's what I'm saying. Like, relax.
Oh, tone policing ain't gonna work here, dude.
I mean, you're clearly just like out of your head.
Clearly, but you can't say anything very specific what was said. That's weird.
I wasn't paying
Why
attention.
can't you say anything with any specificity, just making general accusations? How about you put some meat on that bone?
Are you hearing yourself right now? Relax.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear myself perfectly good.
Just take a breath, man. Calm down.
I'm squeezing your head and just shit's coming out.
Dude, I would rape you. You know that?
Indio.
You just said he would rape me and thinks that's funny.
Yeah, this idiot is sick.
No, I was laughing first off the crap coming out from squeezing his head, and then his response is just it's hilarious.
You ever heard that
he said
before?
he
If I wanted any
believed.
shit from you, I'd squeeze your head.
Gyroscope proves the Earth is a globe.
How?
No, it doesn't.
How, Chad? I have a gyroscope. I'm looking at it. Now what?
Explain how it works on a flat Earth model.
That doesn't
demonstrate
prove
it.
Okay.
Demonstrate it works.
Whether or not I can explain how it works on a flat Earth is independent of whether it proves the globe. Those are two different ideas.
You can't.
You're the one who's adding crap onto it after making a claim, dude.
Holy crap.
This fucking low tier
A
today,
gyroscope
dude.
won't work on a flat Earth model.
Really? What does a gyroscope do?
It gyroscopes.
It gyrates.
Oh, man.
What is this? Shakira's hips? Shakira's hips don't work on a flat Earth because they gyrate.
The gyroscope doesn't lie.
My claim stands true. So
Yeah, no, claims are not evidence, dude.
Yeah.
Evidence is evidence. Claims are not evidence. What can be asserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. So we're going to just dismiss you because you haven't produced any evidence.
Because your opponent kind of ignorant, even though he
Well,
made
I'm
a
waiting
good
for your
point.
evidence. The evidence to back your claim that a gyroscope proves the globe. I'm asking you how. It's for where I started. Still asking you how.
Okay.
What does it do? In what way does it prove a globe?
He wants to know how.
He's resorted to spamming.
Ryder, really? I'm disappointed in you.
Gyroscope keeps its axis pointing in the same direction. As Earth turns, the gyroscope slowly appears to drift because the ground under it is rotating. That drift matches Earth's known spin rate of 15 degrees per hour. A flat, non-rotating Earth would show no drift.
Yeah, it's awesome that you're a stenographer for ChatGPT and just like read that verbatim. But guess what? That was wrong. and you're too dumb to know it's wrong.
And
so
it's
the
the claim
Earth-right
again, it's not
rotation
evidence.
is supposed to be 15 degrees times the sine of the latitude, and you'd only get 15 degrees at the poles. Okay? So, Chad, stop relying on a fucking probability matrix that you've anthropomorphized into some thinking fucking rational being called ChatGPT or Grok or whatever. You're basically spitting out a mathematical model and giving a probability matrix of some fucking words that follow one after the other, and you end up with word salad, like the shit you just said.
Yeah, it's a Grokish.
Look inside chat. Read.
Yo, Indio, when you set up your gyroscope and you like counterbalance it and stuff, and basically like zero it out, and you let it run, does it have any precession at all? Any drift
Yeah,
at
dude.
all?
Hold on a second. Remember when I said claims are not evidence? See, you made the claim. You're just repeating this person's claim. I'm looking at the link. I don't see any
Nobody's
data
falling
in
for this
there.
fucking
Chad,
logical
there's
fallacy, dude. You
no
gotta be trolling at
data.
this point.
Chad, there's no
You're just
Chad, there's
trolling.
no data.
You're just trolling. That's all you're doing.
Chad? Yeah,
That's
now
all
you're in
doing.
full
You
cult
don't
mode.
understand physics.
You're in full
Mute him because
cult
he's
mode.
telling the truth. Mute him.
No, because you're basically just making
No.
an assertion without
No,
evidence.
so your evidence for your claim was somebody else's claim.
He ran away. A douchebag.
Fuck, dude, this is pathetic. Now, Ryder, that dude is not a flat earther, dude. Why do you think he's a flat earther? Ryder.
Oh, I was unmuted. Oh, because he was in
Why
your
did you
chat.
think he's a flat earther?
He was in your chat.
So what? Why do you think he's a flat earther? He's new to this server.
So am I. He was in your chat saying stuff.
You don't
and I
have a
was
little
saying
new
stuff.
thing next to your name like he does.
This is my first time here.
Okay,
Not you, him.
He has a new thing next to his name?
You don't see the little frickin' flower thing? I'm new here.
How am
Say
I supposed
hi.
I didn't know that. That's
You
what
don't have that.
Well, this is my first time here, so
Yeah, that's horseshit, dude.
on God, I can put my hand on a Bible and do that.
Remember, since February 19th, 2024, did you forget that it's in your profile when you joined the server?
That's a Discord thing, not a.
They have two of them. They have Discord member and server member. They're right next to each other.
It said I joined this server in 2019.
No, 2024, bro. Learn to listen. February.
November
I just joined
13th, 2025.
My friend sent me the link to this server tonight, and I joined it tonight.
Okay, so why do you think he's a flat earther?
Because he's in your chat.
So what? So are you? Are you a flat earther?
Nobody's arguing with me, so that'd probably be the opposite of what I think, right? No?
I've never seen that guy before in my entire life.
How was I supposed to know that?
Dude, read what he's posting.
Yeah, he posted that after the fact that I found the
Dude, I'm just scrolling up. I can't believe you people think you know anything and you don't know the sky is an illusion. The sun is a farce. It's so obvious. You can't figure out that this dude is trolling.
No, because I didn't know.
Maybe he thought force instead of farce. The sun's a force.
Are you serious, Ryder? Shut up. This is probably your fucking friend.
No, it's not. On God, it's not. I don't know who it is.
On God. You don't even believe in God, Ryder.
I do believe in God.
Okay. So why would you lie
Who are you to tell me what I do and don't
over the
believe in?
horizon? You know lying's a sin, right?
Who are you to tell me what I do and don't believe in?
Look, bro.
No,
I'm not telling what you do and don't believe in. Well, if you actually believed in God, you wouldn't be fucking lying in this chat.
I'm not lying.
Oh, you really think that was AI video?
No, obviously not. I'm trolling when I say that.
Yeah, you were lying when you said you saw ships over the horizon. You've never seen that,
Nope,
dude.
I have seen that.
No,
Let me
no,
translate. Hold on, I got the New Urban Dictionary translation. Trolling. Coping. Oh, you were coping with the facts of reality. I got it now.
That's
anyway.
good,
It's obvious this guy isn't a flat earther. Okay.
No,
Is that really the
Indio,
best you
you're
can
just
do?
an imbecile that like you don't have the right mental capacity to believe or understand that the Earth
I don't
is
have the
round,
right.
and it's
You're right.
okay.
I don't have the capacity to believe.
Exactly.
I don't
So
want
you
to
agree
believe.
with me.
Believe means
You agree
acceptance
with
without
me.
evidence,
You agree
Ryder.
with me, and all you do is just get angry when people try to make their point.
I'm not
And you don't let
angry,
them
dude.
talk.
You listen. If I
You
was
have it
angry,
with
I'd be
your tone.
fucking screaming at you.
You have it in your tone of your voice. You have a very
Yeah,
angry tone.
look. Don't try to divine my tone. Listen, I'm a city
Well,
boy. I live in the
I
city.
am
This is how we
because
talk. I live in
you're
Boston.
okay. That's great. I didn't
Yeah,
ask
it's
you
how
to
we
do it.
talk here, dude. Sorry, you're a little bitch, fucking soy boy.
A what?
A bitch soy boy.
Dumbass. Oh.
Basically,
You guys
means
are
you
all
don't have enough
freaking in your
testosterone.
fifis all the time. Oh my god, he's talking to me aggressively. Oh,
Yo.
I'm pissing myself.
Indio, I got a good point, bro. Let me say something.
I fucking highly doubt it, but let's hear it.
You know how I
Listen,
know that
Indio,
the
you
Earth
just
is
say like
curved,
stuff.
bro? You know how I know that the Earth is curved?
Let me hear
He's
it.
already laughing. Come on, delivery, man. Work on your
Hey,
delivery.
you ready? You ready, buddy? Hey, shut up.
No, you're gonna go on mute, dude. You fucked up the punchline.
That's
No matter what you
anticlimactic.
said, wouldn't have been funny with that delay. If you have to say, "Are you ready for the joke?" Your joke's not funny.
Give him another chance in a couple of minutes. Practice your delivery while you're on mute.
No.
No, but like me and my friends, we had a talk. My other friends that were in here, when we got out, we had a talk, and literally every time we try to say something, you just say something that you know will make us mad. Like you had valid
That
points,
I
and
know
I
would
can
make
agree
you
with
mad.
that.
Now I'm a psychic fucking angry person. Fucking amazing. What other skills do I got?
See, exactly. You're doing it again. You're like putting words in my mouth that aren't not what I'm trying to say.
You said
But
I know we would make you mad. The only way I could know what you would make you mad would be to read your goddamn mind.
no, not certainly. But you just because
How would I know
Or
what
maybe
makes you mad,
maybe you're an
Ryder?
empath, Indio, like him. Maybe you're in touch with your emotions and you can.
If we fucking know you, how would I know what makes you mad? I have to be able to read your mind. I know what makes you mad. Realizing the Earth's not a ball. I know that's gonna make you mad. Is that what's making you mad, Ryder?
No, I'm not. I'm not mad at all. I just
Do you live in a
I just think
cartoon reality?
it's not a cartoon reality. It's real life, but for sure.
Oh yeah, real life that you've never experienced. Where is it real exactly? Okay, I'm gonna ask you again, Ryder. And I when I asked you about the memory, do you remember that time you saw the Earth as a globe?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where were you?
At the beach.
At the beach.
And I saw the curvature.
So what was it? Where was that curvature exactly? What did it look like?
On the horizon?
So the horizon was the curvature?
Yeah, you could see the curvature on the
So
horizon.
the horizon is the curvature or the horizon's curving?
The horizon curves.
Left to right, right to
That's
left.
crazy.
Which way does it curve in?
Both sides. It's curving. You could see it curving.
So if that was true, then the horizon wouldn't be equidistant from you.
Once again,
How
these
can it be
big words.
equidistant from you? Because horizon, the
No, I'm
actual
not going to
Greek
argue with
original
you.
word
This is
means
going to go back in the
bounding
time. Like we're
circle.
literally just going to keep on doing
So
the
this
exact
is
same
another
thing.
thing which I know that you don't believe in God because now you're just being a lying schmuck.
No, I'm not being a lying schmuck.
Yeah, you are, dude.
No, I'm not, dude.
Yo,
You
Ryder,
know
what's
you
the
don't
word for
see left
something
to
that's
right curvature.
perpendicular?
No one claims that they see left to right curvature from the surface of the Earth. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Ryder, what's the word for something that's perpendicular to vertical?
Horizontal.
Okay, so horizontal, pertaining to the horizon. Why do you think they named this straight line, perpendicular to vertical, something that's pertaining to the horizon?
Say again? Sorry, I was trying to read Travis's
Why
comment.
would they name this thing horizontal, pertaining to the horizon? The straight
I don't
line.
know, because It looks flat from up close, but when you're far away, you could see the curvature in it.
No, man. The horizon looks like a straight line. That's why they called it horizontal.
It looks like a straight line, but it's
the
not.
straight line.
It looks like one, but it's not.
But you just said that you saw it not be. You're saying it doesn't look like one from far away.
Because there's certain parts when you look at it, it's curved.
How did you measure that it's curved?
Because I saw it with my eyes.
It's not a measurement.
Oh my goodness.
I saw it with my eyes. It's not a measurement.
Travis, that's not even a real photo.
Look, I want you to build a house by looking at the parts. And go get a carpentry job. Say, hey, I don't need the tape measure. I measure by looking at it.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, I know that's not how it works. So you didn't measure it by looking at it.
Okay, well, building a house and looking at the horizon is completely different.
In what way?
Because you have to have specifics when building a house so it doesn't fall over.
So we want specifics on how you know the horizon's curved.
My eyes.
So for the record, before you said that you saw the ship being obstructed.
I see the point that you're trying to make, but
well, we know you're just making shit up because it's well known that the human vision can only see in 5 degrees. Your central vision you can focus on. So that if you're at sea level, you're seeing about a section that's like 400
I'm above
feet.
sea level when I'm
that
doing it.
section would be equivalent to 0.001 degrees of curvature. There's no way you could ever see left to right curvature from the surface. Why are you interrupting me? There's no way mathematically you could ever see curvature from the surface of the Earth. And if you did see it, Ryder,
It goes in one ear and it goes out the other because I don't understand what you say. Like the 0.001, whatever you just said, I don't know what that means.
Okay. You're making shit up, and it's really easy to determine you're making shit up because we can do basic mathematics to show what you're saying is fucking impossible.
Alright.
Right, at first you're saying
it's like telling us you're 50 feet fucking tall.
I'm not 50 feet tall.
I know, but when you're saying you're seeing the curve of the horizon, you claiming you're 50 feet tall is more likely than you seeing curve of the horizon.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
No, it's not. How is it true?
Because if you're looking at the ocean, central vision of the human being is only 5 degrees. So you have to say, hey, man, when I look at the horizon, it's 3 miles away. How much? Why are you interrupting? You asked the question.
Yeah, but no, you asked me if I wanted to hear it, but now you're just saying all this nonsense with all these numbers that I don't understand. Like if I understand,
you don't understand 3 miles.
No, but the decimals that you're saying I don't understand.
What are you talking about? 5 degrees. You only see 5 degrees. Now think of the sun, right? Multiply the sun times 10. That width of the sun, that's your central vision. Okay? That's how wide you can see until you're into your peripheral vision. It's the only thing you can focus on is 5 degrees. Do you understand?
How did they find that out?
Testing with charts, fucking lines, grids, shit like that.
You got proof for that?
You want papers from like the fucking 18th century?
Yep.
You're being attention obtuse now.
You're right. Before you were saying that the ship was, blocked from the bottom, it's obstructed from the bottom. That's proof of it being a globe, right? Now you're saying that you see the horizon, you don't even need the ship anymore. You just see the curve on the horizon. Do you have a photo of either of them? Actually, I don't need a photo with firmware. Like I've seen bottom obstruction, but do you have a photo of the surface of the horizon curving?
You just said you've seen the bottom of obstruction?
No, forget that. Do you have a photo of you seeing a curved horizon?
No, but I can go take one next time I'm at the beach.
Yeah, cool. Do that and
good.
Come back.
If you take a photograph of a curved horizon at the beach from 6 feet, I'll give you a fucking $100. I'll give you $100, dude.
will you also believe that the Earth is?
I'll give you $100, dude. If it's an unaltered photo with a normal non-fisheye lens, like a 45 millimeter camera or 22 millimeter,
not
you take a photo and show a curved horizon at the beach, I'll give you a fucking $100.
Okay. How do you want to pay me?
Doesn't matter. Get the photo. You can't. You're trying to tell me you're going to take a photograph that can't be taken. I don't know who you think you're kidding, dude, or fooling. You're not fooling anybody on YouTube. You're not fooling anybody in here. You're full of shit.
All right, that's what you think. I'm full of shit.
Why does horizon mean bounding circle?
What's up?
Why does horizon mean bounding circle?
I don't know what you're saying.
The word horizon, the etymology of the word means bounding circle.
Okay.
You know what that means? That means around you in a circle. You can see a distance. So listen, you asked me a question, and again you interrupt when I answer. Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know.
And you got an echo going on, Ryder.
It isn't Ryder echoing, it's someone else. It's AI echoing. AI, dude, you're echoing. Anyway, so it means bounding circle because if I look straight in front of me and I see 3 miles, if I look 90 degrees from me, I also see 3 miles, and then another 90-degree turn, another 3 miles.
So how am I
And
able
no
to
matter
see
what
stuff that are
direction,
30 miles
shut
away?
up. Shut up. No matter
you
what
shut
direction
up.
I look,
Shut up.
no, shut up, dude.
No, you shut up.
Shut up.
No, you shut up.
Grow up, dude. So no matter what direction you
You're a
look in,
loser,
you
bro.
see 3.
You are such a
No matter
loser.
what direction you look in, you see 3 miles. That's a circle. That's why horizon means a bounding circle. Now, if I see 3 miles in a circle all around me, that's a straight line. You are in here trying to say you can take a photograph of a curved horizon by looking from the center of a fucking circle out. You're in the middle of the fucking hula hoop looking out, and you say that you can make the hula hoop look curved from inside of it. That's horseshit, Ryder, and you know it.
All you know is horseshit. All you know how to do is mute, and
I didn't mute you.
Okay, then who did?
I didn't mute you though.
Because you wouldn't shut the hell up.
And now you're going meta because you have no rebuttal. Now either get on topic or get out.
You could just kick me.
I don't have to do the debate if I get banned. Is that your tactic?
No. I just want you to kick me so you guys can be.
No, we'll just keep you mute and make you listen. You're gonna have to leave on your own. Nobody unmute him.
I told you, no one takes this seriously.
Mansky, you were refuted by a Goldberg. The night you said that, remember when Matt came in here?
Okay, well, my experience is different.
Yeah, what? But yeah,
And we're
what?
seeing that now. None of these people coming in here are seriously engaging with you guys.
I don't.
Just a joke.
Yeah, he was. No, they seriously engage when they think that they're gonna win, and then once they lose, they have a mental breakdown like you've been having for about 3 months now, Mansky.
I'm breaking down constantly.
People don't enjoy the game when they're losing.
They do what all children do. They say, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Did you hear the other guy that tried to not only blow up the brain in the jar, he tried to set fire to it all, and then he tried to set fire to the fire. Okay? He's like, prove to me China's real if no humans exist. Well, that means he wouldn't exist and I wouldn't exist. So how could I prove him anything? This is where you guys go. You go to absurdity. It's not trolling. It's a fucking cope. It's not taking us seriously. It's a mental fucking refuge. So you don't have to deal with it. You know what happens when people are traumatized? They go in a catatonic state. They'll rock back and forth. They'll stare off and be unresponsive to external stimuli. Okay? They also freak out and have nervous breakdowns. What you're witnessing in here is a nervous breakdown. Sometimes people go catatonic, but that's much more rare. Most of the time, you just see the nervous breakdown. Mansky, you've interpreted the nervous breakdown as not taking it seriously. No, the thing is they're taking it too seriously and flipping the fuck out. And you're coping, trying to say, oh, they're not really taking it seriously. All that question, that fucking 2 hours of the debate where they tried to prove the flat earther wrong and lost, at the end, they started fucking making fun of them instead of absurd things. So they were never taking it seriously for those 2 hours. No, they take it really seriously. Until they can't deal with it
I don't
no
know. I think they're just fucking with you.
Nobody really cares what you think, Mansky. Your evaluations suck. This is like fucking when Jerry Maguire quits the job. All I want to know. I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do. And that's freak out. All I want to know is who's coming with me. That's Mansky right now.
It's so weird that some of them are so afraid of getting caught up in a gotcha moment that they can't answer a simple yes or no question.
Because, the modern Zoomer class, dude, it's about appearances. They're fake as fuck. I actually heard a comedian talking about, which is so funny, is that people only used to have to be. He was complaining about how stupid Zoomers are, right? Because everybody now is fake as fuck. They don't say what they really think anymore. Because afraid of offending somebody. And he was complaining because we only had to be fake at work. But as soon as we got out of work, we could be our real selves. But now you can't even do that.
Damn.
Ryan's in the house. What's up, Ryan? Long time no see. We're here. Shit. Fucking flat earth QR code. Dude, man, how many hours of gameplay is that shit, AI?
What?
Dude, you're still playing that game?
Heck yeah.
You close to the end, man? You've been playing that for like 3 days now.
Looky here.
Guess you only played
I'm on
it a
the
couple hours.
bridge. I'm on the bridge.
Oh shit, you're about to fight
Already blew up.
Shodan.
Yeah, I already blew up the whole station.
Good job.
Nice.
I gotta download that game, dude. The graphics look fucking fat, dude.
Dude, this
What's the
game is
name of it?
awesome experience.
I forgot what you said the name was.
System
Dude,
Shock.
you know what? Do you know why I'm not downloading this? Is because I want the other one to be better than this one because it was originally. But it seems like this remaster is way better. It's fucking
Yeah, they
so
really
depressing.
put all their love into this.
Maybe they'll remaster the remaster and do it with this engine.
Well, what they did for this game is they actually did a Kickstarter. They got like a 1.5 million to get started.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, I need to do a Kickstarter as a freaking mod up System Shock too. But that game's way more complex as far as like the,
the scope
other
of it.
stuff.
I'm a globetard.
Welcome there,
You
Mr.
proud of it?
Of course.
Why?
Because space is wheel, Earth is not flat. I'm a
How do you know
globalist.
any of that?
Almost every country, if not every country, acknowledges that Earth is a globe.
Yeah, I'm asking how you know it, not how you think everybody else knows it.
I think it'd be a really hard lie to pull off.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me how you know it.
That's my
You
thinking.
keep making statements about other people, though.
That's my thinking.
Is that you evaluated other people, and that's how you know the Earth is a
That's
globe?
generally how science works, is you evaluate.
By science works by evaluating other people. Could have swore they use experiments.
It's almost like the experience they've done proven it. And like
No, the results of the experiments.
Who was the guy who was in Antarctica? Who was a
What
flat
means the
earther?
guy?
The man who
You're
went
just
to
talking about
Antarctica?
people. This is like gossip. I want to know how you know the Earth is a globe. What was the evidence that you saw?
The pictures from space.
Oh, the pictures from
Earth
space.
Globe.
How did you evaluate the pictures from space?
I looked. Is it flat or is it
You just
globe?
looked?
I mean, how else am I supposed to evaluate a picture?
Well, I mean, say I showed you a picture of a horse, right? You've seen a horse before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you could evaluate whether that's actually a picture of a horse.
Yeah.
So how did you evaluate a picture of the Earth being a ball?
You can see it.
What'd you use as a reference?
Well, what do you mean? It doesn't.
The reference, like you said, hey, here's a picture.
I grabbed a rubber ball and I looked and I said, "Oh, this looks like a ball."
So that's what the blue marble looks like. It looks like a rubber ball that you held in your hand.
Yep, big version.
It doesn't look anything like that.
Big version. Why? Okay.
No,
Well,
it doesn't. Not even remotely like
that. How
that.
did you prove the Earth was flat? Let me ask you that.
By measuring it.
By measuring? Let me look at this. There's a guy in Antarctica. This guy in Antarctica who's a flat earther, and he proved himself wrong that the Earth isn't flat.
No, he didn't prove anything, and it's not even possible to prove fucking the shape of the Earth by looking at the sun. It's not even possible logically.
Logically. Urgh.
Yeah, logically. You can't prove the thing by looking at something that's not the thing, dude. You can't prove what your house is made out of by looking at your neighbor's house, right?
Interesting.
Is it really? Is it that deep?
It is.
So go to your neighbor's house, and if it's made of brick, go, my house is now made of brick because my neighbor's house is made of brick.
Can you
Makes no
turn me
sense.
into a flat earther already, please?
No, we're not trying to change your mind. You know, we were just trying to give you information that you actually don't know the Earth is a globe. You believe it because you were told it. You never would even have figured it out on your own. If nobody told you, the idea would have never even come into your head at all.
So can you prove to me that Earth is flat then? Like, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, we can just measure the surface and show that the surface of water is not curving. And since the surface of the Earth is mostly water, that water has to curve for the Earth to be a ball. You can't
how
have
come when I go on a boat and I look at
Why don't you repeat to me what I just said?
Water no curve. It can't.
Yeah,
it can't curve.
that it has to curve for the Earth to be a ball, right?
So when I go to the ocean and on a boat, I guess so. When I go on the ocean,
I guess so.
When I go to the ocean and I'm on a boat, and I can only see so far because the water eventually disappear. In essence, does that mean it flat or not flat?
Look at the side chat.
Mm-hmm.
When you looked up the local weather and it said visibility 10 miles, that wasn't because of the Earth as a globe, bro. They didn't do the globe calculation to see how far you could see.
Interesting.
Visibility is related to the opacity of the air. The technical term is called optical extinction. This is well known. You can just type in visibility meteorology, go to the wiki page, and fucking read about it.
Interesting.
So, but that gets away from the measurement. The measurement that we can measure the surface of water and show that it actually does not curve. So this is how we can actually test those pictures from space you were talking about. They actually can be tested because they depict curving oceans, right? So blue marble shows ocean, surface of that ocean curves. Okay, we can go on Earth and say, hey, does this ocean actually curve like in the picture? And you know what? It doesn't. It means the picture's fake.
So why would why would every nation? Let me ask you this: why would every nation in the world deny a flat Earth? What is the purpose of that?
In what way did they deny a flat Earth?
I have yet to hear a nation
You're
come
just
out and say
making
the
that
Earth
up.
is
You don't
flat.
know what they
No.
said about the shape of the Earth, and
I
they
have
don't
yet
even
to
have
hear a
official.
nation. I have yet to hear a nation come out and say the Earth is flat, and I want to know why.
Okay. So what? I'd like to hear a nation come out and say the Earth is a globe.
What? Okay, I guess I could pull it up.
Well, why don't you show me an official document that says the Earth is a globe issued by a government? Hey, I better yet do this. Show me someone swearing under oath of penalty of perjury that they know the Earth is a globe or that they've been to space. Single person, just one.
1 second, I'm finding you this first. So, like, would NASA work for you or no?
NASA does not represent the United States government. They're an agency of the United States government, and in
So,
fact, it gets
agency
even better.
United States
No,
government.
so it would be something that was passed by Congress or a presidential declaration.
So
something that I can go to the Secretary of State's office and get the
So you're
official
saying an
position of the United.
institution. You're
Why don't
saying
you let
an
me finish?
institution because you're saying stupid shit. You're saying
No,
the institution.
no, I'm looking for the official position of the United States government.
So you think an institution of the United States wouldn't hold an official?
Sub-agencies of the United States say all
yes or
sorts
no?
of things.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'm looking for the official position in the United States. Sub-agencies of the United States.
Institution funded by the U.S. government because it's part of the U.S. government makes a claim. You're saying that the United States is not supporting.
What is the purpose of NASA?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Answer the question.
No.
Yes or no?
The answer is no.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something, and you're going to hate this. So there was an executive order that Trump signed. Shut up. There was an executive order that Trump signed. Shut up, dude. There was an executive order that Trump signed that made NASA's primary mission intelligence, counterintelligence, and national security issues.
So it's working with Space Force? So it's working with
No,
Space Force?
not Space Force.
I said it's working with
counterintelligence, and national security issues. That means they're no longer a space agency. Their primary purpose is not space. Their primary purpose is, just like it says in the executive order, intelligence, counterintelligence, and national security issues. The same with the National Weather Service now. The same with the U.S. Patent Office now. So he made a whole bunch of agencies under the Department of Commerce. Primary function, intelligence, counterintelligence, and national security issues. NASA is one of these agencies. So nothing that comes out of NASA is believable anymore because now it's national security. And they can say
let me ask
anything.
Let me ask you this simple question.
Yeah, let me ask you a question why you're not going to address anything I said.
When I'm on the ocean, right? And I'm on a boat, and I see another boat in the distance, far, far away. How come the boat eventually disappears? Let me ask you that.
We just covered this. Visibility.
Visibility.
Yeah, meteorological visibility. It's a thing.
What is that? Explain to me, my dear kitten.
The meteorological conditions limit or restrict visibility. Okay? So you can look up your local weather. You got a weather app on your phone? Look it up. Look at the visibility. So today it'll be one thing, tomorrow it'll be another thing, the next day it'll be another thing. So what they do is they measure the number of particles, the humidity, the clarity of the air, the temperature, all those things determine how far light travels through air, right? So that's limited by the local meteorological conditions.
Okay.
It's not limited by the curve of the earth. It's meteorology.
Interesting. Interesting. I see.
So I, for one, have seen a ship sail from 6 miles away out to 30 miles in particularly good visibility day.
I've never seen that.
Well, do you live by the ocean?
Yeah.
Which ocean?
Pacific.
So you're on the Pacific. What's the longest amount of time you watched a boat?
Probably about 45 minutes.
You know you can track them with marinetraffic.com radar?
I am not.
Tell you where the boat actually is.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know
So
that.
this is what I did. And 30 miles away, I could still see the boat from 15 feet above sea level. The Goldberg says that ship should have been 420 feet under the curve of the earth.
I know. I saw it disappear.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. I know when you guys are lying. You would have started with that.
With that? I would have started
You
with
would have
that?
started with that. You wouldn't have started with a fucking sociological argument.
No, I just like to hear dumb people.
So how far away did it disappear?
Yeah, we want to know.
I don't know how many miles.
What kind of ship was it?
It was a smaller fishing vessel.
A smaller fishing vessel.
Mm-hmm. You know the ones when you go and you want to go fish, but you don't own your own boat, so you pay someone to take you out.
What beach were you at?
Well, I'm not going to give you all this information. Hello?
Every time. You
You're not
guys'
going to dox
stories always
yourself?
fall apart.
Why would you dox yourself?
You guys just
like, you sound retarded. You sound right now. You're not going to dox yourself?
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking stupid?
Nobody cares where you like. You saying the beach you were at? Is your house on that beach?
No, I go to college.
Okay, then nobody. So someone's going to figure out where this idiot on fucking Discord is going to college because you said what beach you went to watch ships go over the horizon.
Yeah, it's like relatively.
That's ridiculous, bro.
It's relatively easy to know what college.
You didn't make any observation. You're lying, and you got caught.
You
didn't know what beach to say.
Hands crossed.
Yeah, like you're like the third person today to get caught doing this.
Yeah.
Well, how far was it? Was it 10 miles, 20 miles? Give us an idea.
Hold on, Travis. I want to bring something up though. Ironically, you asked why would they lie when you just did the thing that you can't believe they would do.
But what's the reasoning? I didn't lie first.
Why did you just lie?
Reasoning? I didn't.
Why
lie.
did you just
I'm
lie?
not going to tell you the beach I was at.
Why did you just lie?
I didn't lie, kitten.
Yeah, you did, dude. You know you did, and I did. So why did we both know you lied? Everybody in this chat knows you lied. You can't tell how you made the observation. You can't tell any particular details about it. You lied your ass off. So I'm asking you, why did you lie?
Why did I lie? Why did I lie? Tell me why I lied.
I don't know. I'm asking you. You think nobody would lie about this?
I didn't lie. I don't know why you think I'm lying.
Then give us the particulars of the observation, dude.
I saw a small boat take people. Not by the dock. It was already out because the dock's not where I was at, or at least the boat landing, wherever it was from. I would assume, I'm not good at distance. I'm going to assume it was probably a mile and a half out, not like crazy far out, but still like relatively visible. 45 minutes later, and it's just what's it called when you're just like going and you have the lines in the back? I can't know what it's called. I fish too. This is depressing.
Yeah, keep going, dude.
I'm trying to think of the fucking name, retard. Can you give me a sec, Flatty boy?
Well, all we need to know is what you saw. We don't need to know the name of the freaking particles of the boat, dude.
Oh, well, about 45 minutes later, I don't know what speed they were going or whatnot. I saw the top of the boat, but I couldn't see the bottom part of the boat. Like it wasn't like fully disappeared, but I would say like a third of it's gone, and I can see the top 2/3.
Now, can that happen on a flat surface?
No.
No. So when I show you that it can, then what are you gonna say?
I can demonstrate it.
I mean, maybe on a fucked up road or something with the roads on.
No, not a fucked up road. On water.
Show me on water where that happens. I still haven't got to the point to where you told me why every government's lying.
You are. I still don't believe you.
Railroad again. This is what I said. I
still don't believe you, bro.
I said, show me on water, not on something that has its own curvature.
You don't see. You don't understand what hallmarks of lying are, so you don't understand what you did that proved you're lying. And I'm not going to tell you either, because then you'll start doing it more. You try to eliminate that shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You know you've never done that. Okay.
I have.
Your story don't jive. 45 minutes wouldn't even be long enough. You sitting there say 1 mile, the goddamn horizon should be 3 miles away. You don't even understand your own lie. You don't even understand what you're saying. You
I
just
understand what
heard
I'm
it on the
saying.
internet.
You're not
The
listening
ships
to me,
disappear
son.
over the horizon,
You're not
and
listening
you're
to me,
trying,
son.
bro.
Son, you're not
This
listening
is
to
what
me,
you don't
son.
understand.
No, open your
You're
ears, son.
trying
Listen,
to
listen, son. Open your ears. Open your ears, son. Listen.
So really simple. You're trying. I know the difference between somebody reading on the internet what they think they're supposed to see versus what people actually see. You understand? You're recounting what you heard somebody say.
No one said this. I'm telling you the truth. Why are you lying?
This fool's triggered.
Unbelievable.
And you still haven't told me why the government would lie to us.
The same reason you lied to us.
What's the reason? I didn't lie. What's the reason?
I don't know. You did.
I didn't lie. Why would every government acknowledge the Earth?
It isn't every government. Okay,
Show me
you're
a
just
government
making
that
that
doesn't
up.
acknowledge it. Show me a
The
government,
government doesn't take an official position on the shape of the Earth.
Exactly. Because you can't. Because you can't.
Dude, first of all,
It's okay, kid. Hey, kid.
will you let me
Okay.
finish? You done fucking monologuing? No government in the world takes an official position on the shape of the Earth, so they can't be lying. And first of all, governments can't lie because they can't have intent. Okay, governments don't lie. It's not possible for a government to lie. People lie.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I proved you wrong. It's not your fault.
You proved what wrong?
You'll learn. And it's
so you proved that the
you
Earth is a
become
globe
globe
with
card.
by saying governments don't
I know
lie.
what I saw, and I know the government's position is that the Earth is a globe, not a flat. I have yet to
Okay,
hear
can you
government
show us
come
where
out.
their position is at?
Do I need to pull up NASA? Oh, wait, you want to accept
No.
NASA?
No,
This doesn't
NASA's a
make sense to me.
security. NASA's an
Doesn't make
intelligence
sense to
agency.
me.
That's like pulling up the CIA.
So they would lie? Oh, the CIA probably would lie. I'll give you that one. The CIA would lie.
NASA's an intelligence agency, dumb fuck.
Prior to what it is now, was it?
It's always been an intelligence agency. In fact,
It's
NASA was
always been
created.
an intelligence
Bro,
agency.
I'm going to show you.
It's
you want me
okay.
to show
Hey,
you?
hey, it's okay.
Dude,
I
shut
proved
up,
you
dude.
wrong.
Okay, shut up. Yeah, you left.